take a hold of what belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror struck quietly. Now they're screaming back at me. Holding on until my hands are mine waiting. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm helpless. This is over tonight. Don't back up your asses to the wall again. And aren't you sick of wasting so much time? Yes, it's true, you're a fool if you think you were born to be waiting while you're hating what you're waiting for. It's time to take a hold of what belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror struck quietly. Now they're screaming back at me. Holding on until my hands are mine waiting. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm helpless. This is over tonight. Voices in my head have all begun to sing. Sure as hell hope I am listening. It's time to take a hold of what belongs to me. It's time to walk away with no apologies. Voices in the mirror struck quietly. Now they're screaming back at me. Holding on until my hands are mine.
welcome back guys to the Garena Premier League Week 4 Day 2. And I'm your host, one of your hosts for the day. My name is Teddy Tibbers.
Yeah, hi, I'm Joey.
Could you be more enthusiastic?
I'm Joey, hi!
Yes.
Welcome to GPL, Week 4. And today we have two very exciting matches lined up for you.
Some more?
And GPL is Garena Premier League. It is a 20-week league for 6 teams from Southeast Asia and Taiwan. So the 6 teams are comprised of Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, and last but not least, Vietnam. Yes, that's right.
Vietnam. So these 6 teams are professional players that have been chosen by Garena in the respective regions. So all the professional players for the countries has been chosen to represent Garena as well as the country in this league. So a lot is on stake right here, and everyone stands, and they all stand a chance. The first place prize is 40k USD. So right now, I'm just going to give a brief overview of the league, how is the standing. So maybe look at this image. So right now, as you can see, we have mentioned there are 6 teams, so we're going to be ending on 6 rankings. Everyone will play 40 games. So we will determine who is the winner, whether by the second rank and third rank, Team B and Team C will fight for best of 3, as they are the second highest win and third highest win. And lastly, they choose who is the second place in terms of fight for the first place for best of 5 with Team A.
That's
and
right.
that will will grant them the GPL champions. So this is an exciting run. This is our 4th week with 16 weeks to go, and we see some amazing games from everyone else. So we're going to give a brief overview on the league standing currently. Most teams have played 6 games, but for those who played yesterday, had already played 7 games. So yesterday's games was Saigon Jokers against the Singapore Sentinels,
Yes.
as well as the KL Hunters against Taipei Assassins. So Taipei Assassins won that game as well as the Singapore Sentinels. And currently they are the top 2 standing teams in the league, and they are the strongest out there. So they are the top 2 teams that really needs to be, everyone needs to look out for them.
Alright. That's right. So today we have 2 very, very exciting matches, and it will be the first time that we see the same team playing twice in the same day. What am I talking about? The first first game we'll be seeing today is Bangkok Titans versus Manila Eagles. And second game we'll be seeing is Kuala Lumpur Hunters versus Bangkok Titans.
Yes. So the first game for today will be Manila Eagles, which is like the underdog because they beat Taipei Assassins last week.
They were the underdogs, but now I think that they have actually a very strong chance to be one of the strongest teams out there, because they already showed us last week, they showed us a spectacular gameplay and everything. So I think we'll look forward to a very renewed and very strong Manila Eagles this week after that boost to their confidence.
So let's take a look at the lineup for today. So for Manila Eagles, normally the lineup they have will be for the AP carry will definitely be Kaigu, the AD carry will be VYY, the support will be Solindra, the top will be Rabanga, and the jungle Misery.
That's
We
right.
haven't really seen Morpheus or
And
Ghost
Ghost,
seen
We've
that
never
much
really
light.
seen them.
Maybe they're the hidden weapons that they will pull out maybe after 10 weeks of the game for the second half to
maybe.
boost, to invade the whole, become the first place in the ranking.
But overall,
for
as a team,
GPL.
they're doing very, very well. Now let's have a look at the team of Bangkok Titans. Okay, we'll see Lemo Noob as AP carry or support, Luis Francois on jungle, Fleur as top or jungle, M15L Cappy, that's AD carry or support, Lia Slipper as AP carry, MED as top, and THA as AP or AD carry.
The top, their team seems to consist of a lot of players that are able to be very versatile in changing their roles. So I wonder this time, I apologize. I wonder whether this time they really set a more stable role for each of them. As the Bangkok Titans, they're not a weak team, but they lack experience from most of the other people in the league, so they definitely need to buck up a lot. So far, they have not won a single game yet, but this is only the 4th week, so they still have a lot of chances ahead of them. They still have time to improve, but of course they cannot take too long. If not, they're definitely going to be too far behind the league standings.
Yeah, definitely. I think they can improve as a whole, because they are, after all, a professional gaming team, and only the best players from each country is chosen. So definitely, I think that Bangkok Titans might show us something special today, hopefully.
Especially now, in the sense, if you haven't watched it yet, the Thailand Garena has actually made
An advertisement. A very interesting and innovative advertisement.
For League of Legends, where I believe we'll bring more players, maybe from top players from Heroes of New York for Dota, to try out this League of Legends game and bring more players into the scene in their area and increase the competitive play, so the team in itself will be able to improve drastically from there.
That's right.
So we really look forward to see how much they improved since last week.
That's right.
As this is their chance to really redeem themselves. As this is the time where they have a second chance to face against the other teams. So right now we're going to move into the game. The draft has already started. So for the bands and picks, let's see. The first pick first ban will be
Alright.
Shen.
So we have on the blue team, Team Manila Eagles from Philippines. On the blue team, first ban, first pick, and right on the right is the purple team, Bangkok Titans. And we're going to see a very interesting match now. Alright, so let's have a look at the bans and the picks. Like we see what are the most commonly banned heroes. So usually we will see like Shen, Morgana, and maybe some
Twisted Fate.
yeah, and
as
Jenna.
Galio is one of the more famous one, and right there, Galio was the first ban for Manila Eagles. So I suppose they want to be more safe. I mean, it's not hard to play against a Galio because
Oh, and we see a Cassidin getting taken out there. Clearly, very worried about that Cassidin that totally shut the
down
team Taipei
Assassins.
Assassins last week. There was really good gameplay by that Cassidin.
Because Cassidy is one of those champions that haven't been seeing the light a lot in recent Southeast Asia games, even in international tournaments. Like people already got bored of him in the sense that he is a good mage counter, but he needs to get the higher level up. But if you press him down good enough in early game, it's really hard for him to pick him up. But but it's still one of the more powerful mages in a sense. But then right now, I suppose you don't want to deal with it. It's just a silence, a slow, ability to
It
flash.
just completely shuts down mages as an AP carry. And you see a Graves getting taken out. Graves is such a strong AD carry, and after we seen last week VYY playing his extremely strong Graves, he got a quadra kill, almost a penta. He rushed that early brutalizer and was so effective in that lane against that Vayne Nunu. So definitely the BKT is doing a good job. They're going to take out that early Graves, take out that late game carry that is so strong and early game dominance.
Definitely.
And we see a Rice and Dr. Mando getting banned by Team Manila Eagles. Not really the conventional bans, but nevertheless also very strong champions.
Yeah, but I believe right now most people won't ban Shen. I mean, because KL Hunters has shown in the sense that even though Shen is strong, but Darius is just stronger in
There
terms
are
of
there are
fighting
actually
in
a
game.
lot of counter picks that there's a way that you can, if you can out sustain him in lane, he is practically quite, you can't do much. Because after you throw the Waffle Blade and you just auto attack, then if you cannot trade with him, you're going to be on the losing end. But we see a Shen getting picked up right there. So I should hold my words right now.
Yes, me as well. And the ban for Morgana right there. I thought that actually Malay Eagles would go for Twisted Fate because I think they do play a decent Twisted Fate as well. But I suppose they want to opt for taking the Shen, which still has a global ulti, be able to support all lanes. Oh, there goes the Twisted Fate and Venom, yeah. So it's going to be...
Going for a very aggressive double AP lineup there.
But against Shen, I mean, even in the early stages, Vladimir top lane is going to have a tough job.
I think that's definitely true, but due to the fact that Shen is actually a melee and you have some period in between that you need your Waffle Blades to cool down, then that Vladimir can just stack up some HP regen. Maybe he can get some early. Can get an early hex stack revolver, and he can be able to sustain in the lane much better. But it depends on the players how they manage around as well. So I think it will be a fairly even lane, and we'll see how their runes and masteries actually make an impact for the difference and the difference in the lane.
But right now we see the Alistar pick up by VYY, which is most probably going to Solidra.
Beautiful Alistar right there last week. He did a lot of crucial good plays and a lot of clutch plays. So they're definitely looking forward to Solindra playing that Alistar again.
I believe he didn't really miss any combos.
He
in
didn't.
crucial moments,
He did
right?
not.
They were all landed very perfectly well in every team fight, hitting his 3 people with power rise. Yeah, so it's going to be
So
very
good.
wonderful to see again. And right now, there goes the Kog'Maw pick for the AD carry, unless it's going to be a mid, AP mid, which is seeing more light AD.
I doubt so. I think it will be more. It's better overall to have a Kog'Maw as a AD carry, in my opinion. Although AP Kog is very strong as well, but you need a team to work around that as well.
Yeah, but soon AP Kog in a way is going to be nerfed because ultimate, the next upcoming patch is going to be reduced to 125% damage, extra damage to champions instead of 150%, which is right in the ratio right now.
It's going to be a pain for Kog'Maw.
Reduce his damage. And there goes Maokai and Soraka picked by Bangkok
Definitely
Titans
going
there.
for a very safe lane because Soraka is sort of a counter to Alistar, but because of her silence, she can interrupt his combos and she can help him to sustain, help the AD carry sustain in lane much longer. But then again, if the Alistar knows what he's doing, they can just take down the Soraka in an instant. So we'll see how it works out. And that Maokai pick definitely is very strong. We've been seeing a lot of tournaments lately, about international tournaments, and Maokai is always on one of the top picks for junglers these days. Because of his ultimate is so powerful and his early ganks with the twisted advance. Yeah, and he can just immobilize you for a few seconds. So yeah, very, very well done. A very good pick right there, but we have I don't think we have seen BKT actually picking Maokai before, so we'll see how it goes. But Maokai definitely going to be very strong, going to help with the early gangs.
Yes.
So now we're just waiting for Team Manila Eagles to pick their AP carry and their jungler.
But I mean, Maokai is one of those junglers which is very mana reliant. So in the sense that in the early stages, if you're able to gank and take away the blue,
Oh, and we see a very interesting lane coming on. I see a Koki and a Leona, so we're going to see an Alistar jungle perhaps, I think. And we're going to see
No,
an AP Cockmore.
yeah, I suppose I was about to say I was about to say an AP Alistar, Shen jungle, and Corki top. Maybe.
No, you got it wrong.
A weird lineup, but I think
And we see
you'll
a
prepare.
Varus. I think we haven't seen many Varuses being played.
I believe Saigon Jokers did play it last week, but I'm not so sure. Because
But it's not played as often as other AD carries. But nevertheless, it's still very strong.
I mean, Varus is one of those AD carries which, in my opinion, needs a lot of skill, but maybe less skill than Ashe, because Ashe is the squishiest and the ultimate is just very hard to hit. You need to have the God Arrow, God Sense, God Accuracy, then we hit something.
Yes.
But Varus is a mix of every single champion out there. He has skill shots, a slow, and MF, the Ignite effect to reduce the HP regeneration,
That's
as well
right.
as the ability to.
So
to
we're gonna. I think it's
Oh, sorry. Magic damage through like Cockmore, do percentage magic damage there. It's going to be very hard to play against the Varus actually, especially with Soraka. His ability to spam his abilities should be no problem. But I wonder how it will fare against a very aggressive lane at bottom, which is very famous right now with Leona and Koki. And Koki does have the Ignite to negate the heals as well.
Yeah, let's
for
have a look at
Soraka.
that Vladimir Masteries. I'm interested to see how he would manage his Masteries and his runes against that Shen. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at his Masteries. He's going for a 921-0, opting to play very defensive with that Magic Resist and a cooldown reduction as well as the ultimate and the runes. He's going to take health regen per 5, as I said. That is actually a good choice of runes. As we've seen last week, we've seen Manila Eagles use that for the Cassadin and it was so effective in lane. So I think that Vladimir is quite prepared for that Shen.
Yes, and so opting for more tanky style with his magic resist per level. I mean, per level for the glyphs instead
Yeah.
of going for some will actually go for the ability power, but I suppose he wants to be more safe in terms of not coming from there.
He's just going full tanky at this point. He just want to survive in lane against that Shen and then he's going to be able to help a lot more in team fights.
Which is most probably going to improve his chance of survival, I suppose. Because Shen, even though he does his base, well, most of the damage in a sense is supposed to be AD,
Yeah.
but his Whopper Blades, his
It's
passive
primarily AP.
primarily AP actually. Yeah, so this setup will actually help him a lot. In Masteries, he actually also took the 3 points in Magic Resist and 1 point in the Armor. So I believe that this is going to be a top lane where whoever sustains longer will win,
Yeah,
and
that's
whoever
right.
is jungler ganks better will determine the factor of who is winning. It's not going to just be sustaining and sustaining and
Yeah,
sustaining.
that's right. The jungler definitely plays a big role in the early gangs. Just one gang or just one kill could just destroy the game for the other top laner, because just one kill could make a difference. It will snowball and it will be so much harder to hold the lane. That's why I think that top lane is a very, very important lane where you must be very focused and you must be very well prepared mentally and you must know what to do at the right time. So definitely we are going to see, hopefully you can see some interesting gangs at the top lane early.
Yeah.
Not going to see a boring sustained battle.
Sustained better. But I mean, over which would you prefer? A jungle Maokai or a jungle Alistar?
Jungle Alistar.
Why is that?
Because Alistar is everything in one. He can heal, okay, not so much about heal for the jungler, but he can have that double stun combo at level 2, which after he gets his blue, he can just walk up to any lane he pleases and he's gonna initiate with the combo and he's gonna force you to flash. And after you get the 6, you get the double GP5, he's gonna roam around with his boots of mobility, gonna build into that early Shurelias, gonna be so mobile and so tanky with his ultimate at the same time, can do a lot of tower dives. So I think Alistar is definitely one of those top tier junglers at the moment.
I believe it also has to do with his recent buff, where he gets the magic resist per level,
Oh yeah, that's right.
innate base stats that will increase. In the past, only a few champions had it, but he has been buffed in terms of that. That's why I believe he's been seeing more light.
I think Alistar is like the key champion in many teams. You know, Alistar is just, you can go in and initiate and soak up everything, then allow your teammates to stand behind safely. So I think Alistar and Leona will be a very... Alistar, Leona, Shen is just going to be...
Taunt, extra
They're
CC
just going to
all the way.
protect that Cockmore and that Corki.
Corki.
Yeah. So I think I would give the late game advantage more to Team Manila Eagles.
But in a sense, I would say that actually for BKT, depends on how the Varus plays, because he's able to do quite a bit of damage in terms of stacking his passive ability, not passive, I'm sorry, his second ability, where he stacks 3 charges, it will do at least, I think, about 12% magic damage.
That's
percentage damage. It's like a bit like a Cogmore in the sense of that, where it does magic damage. It's not true damage, but it's a mix of that. And in team fights, if he actually is able to be defended well, if he takes turns to switch target to ace land 2 stacks on the opponent before he uses arrow shower, actually that would do a lot of damage. And especially
there's actually Varus, right? So you can play him so many ways. Especially, you see people max Q usually. That's the most commonly seen way you play Varus. But maxing W with attack speed, you're gonna get up those stacks, those free bonus damage up really fast. Maxing E is also an option because you can have that massive healing reduction, and you have that. It's much more consistent, I would say. You can actually hit multiple targets with it, and it's much easier to land than that Q. So I think that Varus is actually very strong. It's just when it comes to level 6, it's going to unleash that combo on you. And I think Varus is actually a very strong champion, and it all depends on how you play it.
Especially his chain of corruptions, especially since like Shen, Leona, Alistar are going to rush him most probably at the same time. Leona ulti will initiate Shen's taunt, the combo from Alistar. They're definitely going to have that ultimate from Varus, most probably going to be able to catch all of them together. So we're now going to move into the game. The game has begun, and right now everyone is going to the bottom lane for Manila Eagles side, which is are they going to counter
maybe they're going to go
jungle?
for an early invade from the bottom tri-bush, I think that will be the case right here. But I think that for Team Bangkok Titans, they're going to opt to defend their
Welcome
buffs.
to Summoner's
Take a
Rift.
safe choice. Twister face standing in middle scouting, sees anyone's there, Maokai over there. But I mean, I think they just want to disrupt Maokai's sapling most likely.
Yeah, because with Maokai without blue, right, it's going to be crippled. It's not going to be able to clear the jungle as fast as the Alistar. But Alistar also relies on blue. But definitely he has that passive that enables him to clear the jungle much faster. So Maokai is quite crippled without blue. And I think we can see possibly see a bit into the Bangkok
30
Titans.
seconds until minions spawn.
We see that both teams has no series.
Yeah, both teams has no series, but they actually opt to go side waves, like they have to move, and moving on to blue. They did planted a ward at the blue for themselves to see whether anyone invades, so they know they should opt after the wave, maybe move on to Manila Eagles blue instead of going back to theirs. So I believe this is a smart choice. I mean, even though you have in a sense wasted a ward, not to speak, to say.
But it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. So like Soraka has played the safe path in terms of I think most probably winning 4 side wards, and Leona has went for in a sense more lane protection aggressiveness in terms of getting 2 side wards and 1 vision ward, which is in a sense how people play nowadays for the support.
That's right. Usually the optimal way to play Maokai is to start with Raves, but the problem is that you always get interrupted. If they know that you're going to do your Raves, they're going to walk next to your saplings and just going to draw them away. Then you're going to render your saplings quite useless. But now you're going to see an invade onto the blue buff by Team Manila
Maokai is moving into position, but he does see them through the ward, so he's going to move back, and right now they're just going to take his blue. And Benga's actually just teleporting from there, going to move back. But they're going to initiate from here. Twister Fate is in position in a sense. Soraka, they're going to go from the back. And there goes Varus charging his arrow and doing some damage, but no, they were too far away. That this engage in a sense didn't make sense.
We see a yellow card onto that Leona, but otherwise not going to do much damage. And we see a successful jungle invade by Team Manila Eagles. Very well done to them. Alistar is going to secure that blue, and Maokai is going to be a bit sad. He's going to be relying a lot on his auto attacks instead of his skills.
So right now Maokai has actually been put very far behind in terms of his ganking and jungling speed. So he's most probably gonna have trouble right now. You're most probably not going to see in the next 5 minutes or so unless someone overextends too much and he gets a chance to move in. So at the bottom, the farming phase has started in a sense for the AD and support, and BKT being very aggressive in terms of that. And there goes a trade right there with Cogmore.
The Kaigu is doing so much damage with his slow and his first skill.
Right now, there goes the ping ward down, and there goes the deward by Leona right there.
That's right, very well done there. She knew exactly that the ward was there and just went to deward it. Going to allow that Alistar to be much more, allow the Alistar to gang the bottom lane so much easier.
I thought Alistar would opt to go to his blue to make sure that Maokai does not get it, but apparently not. And right now there goes a trade of hits right there. Leona missing the Zenith bait.
Tanky.
Yes, Leona being Leona, one of the
Yes.
tankiest support out there.
I actually play Leona top, but yeah, that's another story.
I mean, Leona top used to be quite
The
good.
only problem with Leona top is that she has no damage.
Look, it's like if she was like Lux, she could proc her own passive.
Oh, yeah, that would be
make her
awesome.
awesome. And right now we see a gang at top of Alistar. Vladimir using the bush, but I think he uses his. Oh, never mind. He opts to use his flash instead. I believe he actually used his ability too quick just now. He could have waited a bit longer before he used his sanguine pool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I think he panicked and just wanted to opt to be safe.
I wouldn't say panic, but yeah, opt to be safe would be more correct. I mean, you just want to make sure you don't die and give Shen too much of an advantage.
Oh yeah. Fat Shen is not funny.
Definitely. Even though in endgame his damage is not that high, but his tankiness, his ability to save his teammates, that becomes very troublesome.
And that taunt is just so annoying.
Yes.
That Leona, that Alistar, they're going to make a lot of good plays and going to be able to do a lot of CC onto the opposing team.
Then when it comes to the team fights, it actually becomes a crucial moment on how well Soraka places the silence.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Many people think that Soraka is just a healer, it's just a easy support to play. I agree with that, but actually you also have to see the timing. Of the silence, because silence is very important, very crucial.
There goes a failed gank in a sense. I believe they want to scare Kongmo away and letting Twister Fate landing some free hits on Kongmo right there.
Yeah, but otherwise she's not in any real trouble. She's going to eat a pot right there. And we see that Alistar is actually camping the top lane, waiting for that Vladimir to appear, but there's already a ward getting placed right there. So, yeah, no big problems. And the Shen is actually... let's have a look at the CS for now. I want to see... Oh, never mind. We're going to see a gang onto middle lane.
Nope, it's just a headbutt, no power rise, just pushing them away.
See 2 stacks of...
Oh, but he missed the haul of arrows.
Hail of
Hail
arrows.
of
Not
arrows.
haul of arrows.
Haul of arrows. Hail of arrows. Yeah, if that hit, that would most probably take another bar or another 100
chunk of his
HP, another
HP.
chunk of his HP. Yeah, that's why Rivals is very potent.
Oh, you see a taunt onto that. Vladimir right there going to trade off with some Warper Blades, and that Vladimir is just feeling a bit sad right now.
Yeah, Shen has the ability to take hits with his second ability.
Yep, it's a shield that absorbs some damage for a set period of time.
I think it's 2.5 seconds. They call it the feint, but
Feint.
I think it's feint.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah, it's just
And you see the Alistar ganking that Vladimir again. He's do a lot of damage onto the Vladimir and hasn't used his sanguine.
He's waiting for the perfect timing at the tower. Yes, there it goes down.
That's a very, very well placed pool.
And there goes a gang of Maokai. Oh, sorry. A gang of Cogwall with the help of Maokai right there. Cogwall burning his flash.
Yep.
Wow, I don't understand why I'm pronouncing those champions' names wrongly.
No, it's okay. I understand your feelings. Well, the Kog'Maw is, he used his cleanse and probably saved himself, and he also used his flash, but now he's going to be a bit of a trouble because he doesn't have both his summoners up.
Yeah, so if he pushes a bit too far, Maokai takes
is going to come
advantage of it.
again and he's going to die.
Yeah,
because there's
and
no
from that
escape
fight,
mechanism.
Maokai did not use his flash at all. So definitely it's going to be much more easier for Maokai if he does plan to gang mid again to catch the combo right there.
And we see that top lane for Bangkok Titans is actually in quite a tight spot at the moment. We see 19 CS. In comparison with the Shen, he has 38 CS, essentially double of that Vladimir CS.
But Vladimir opt to go for Doran's shield.
Yeah, he's
After going back to the base.
I don't really understand why. Probably because of the auto attacks, I guess.
No, I believe maybe not more like overall you become
Maybe
tankier, get more health, your health also
regen,
becomes ability power. So I mean, in terms of Doran's shield, it's a good item to get, but it really does slow you down quite a bit overall.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree that much for a Doran shield on a Vladimir actually, but let's see how it works for him. Alright, so therefore now we're not seeing much action as for yet. You can see a few gangs here and there, but otherwise not in any real danger except for the top lane. You see that Vladimir escaping with those sanguine pools, those troll pools.
Troll
so
pools.
strong. We're just waiting for the first blood to actually happen. Now Manila Eagles is in a 500 goal lead, so they're quite comfortable. And Shen is just
Just doing tons of damage, just using his Shadow Dash, Warper Blades, passive, all together in one combo, just taking down chunks and chunks of health for Vladimir right there.
I don't know. I don't understand why Team Bangkok Titans did not ban that Shen, despite of how strong Shen is. Even
I thought they would pick Darius like how Hunters countered Shen in a sense, because Darius can stop Shen from teleporting, I believe, with his third skill.
Yeah, that's right. Because once you like, you don't necessarily have to stun him, but once you like you pull something, or you can interrupt
Disrupt
him,
him.
silence him. I'm not too sure about the silence. Does the silence actually stop it?
I think silence will stop him from teleporting, but the shield will go on
I
the
see,
champion.
yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, he pulls you to him, disrupting the silence because you have to channel it. I mean the teleport. Sorry, not the silence.
But right now, as you can see,
You see the Shen actually allowing that Vladimir to push
farm
his
up.
creeps to the lane, and he's going to be in a very bad position because what the Shen is going to do is going to freeze his top lane, and we're going to see a gang onto not really a gang, but an invade. But Alista is so fast, just going to walk away right there.
and he does not manage to steal the raid though.
I think he took movement speed queens.
No, he has the boost of mobility already up.
I see.
He opted for the boots first instead of going for GP5. Going to play very aggressive right there.
Well, you see bottom lane just trading off with each other. Let's have a look at the CS. 74 CS on Koki and 64 CS on that Varus. Varus should buck up a bit, but otherwise not that far of a CS difference.
But one thing bad about Shen is that he really lacks the ability to push his top lane in a sense. It goes very slow. So sometimes when you fight against a Cannon or Vladimir, maybe even Darius has the ability to clear ways very quickly. If
Yeah,
Shen
I
does teleport away, he loses the lane. The tower will most probably break.
Yeah, true. Because every time Shen teleports away and you allow that top lane to push, it's just going to be a free tower for them. So that sometimes it's not the best choice. You have to see the situations.
And Vladimir reaching one path almost to his optimal level of level 9 at 7 right now. His transfusion cooldown is very fast. He's going to be able to trade hits with Shen right now without any problems and sustain himself very well.
Yep.
And Arista is giving me the blue to Koma right now, and right now there's no gangs going to happen. No one's always standing too far
We
from
see quite
Twisted
a
Fate to
big
land a
CS
gang.
difference between the Kotmore and the Twisted Fate. Kotmore is just such a good farmer with it, in a sense, with his third skill and his ultimate. He's going to clear quick wave to the combo easily.
Yeah, with his Void Ooze.
Void Ooze, yes.
But, sorry, maybe a gang's going to happen at mid right there, but Leona is planting a ward at Dragon. Does not see the Maokai most
There's a
probably.
nice ultimate there, but Kotmore going to hit TF, going to reduce a bit of his HP.
One thing's very strong about Kongmo is that when he uses Void Ooze, it's in a straight line. Defense is a wide range cone. Would you call it cone? Like a straight shot.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a outer cone in a sense, but not really. I'm sorry, it's not really. It's actually in a straight line, I would say.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a very wide range straight line. But actually, when the minions goes into the lane, it's actually very easy for him to clear everything off and slow them down. So even before the minions actually reach each other, he's actually able to slow them down from reaching. And right now they're gonna plan a gank in middle.
Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, the Twisted Fate uses ultimate, being very safe. But I do not understand why did he use his ultimate at his.
I believe they were thinking that they went for Dragon because Koki was farming the golems because Leona was not there, and Leona and Alistar was waiting for the gang, and Kongmo did not appear himself.
All right. Okay. So we see that Alistar has gotten that early Oracle, is gonna maintain that map control very well now. Okay, and we see that Alistar actually misses that ward.
He just walked past the ward.
Yeah, he didn't actually realize it. Probably they're going to go for that, going to attempt for that early dragon. Everyone's going to start and work their way to that dragon, but Shen is just happily pushing top lane, knowing he can come anytime he wants with his ultimate. Stand United, they call it. Okay, bottom lane, you see that Alistar actually trying to gang, but I think he's spotted, or it's actually instinct because there's no ward there.
I believe because Soraka is not there, so Ravus is going to play very safe, using his ability to farm instead of going
I
for
think
normal
BKT
hits.
senses something wrong. You see the Maokai and the Twisted Fate just hanging around that bush and probably around the dragon area.
Even Maokai is hanging around there, they're just not sure what's going to happen. Right now they go to trade at top lane, 1v1 from Shen and Vladimir. And right now, I mean, you see that Vladimir is coming down short, but his transfusion cooldown is just too quick right now.
Yeah, and as I
It's
said,
only going to
as
pick up health.
expected, he's going to pick up that early hex stack revolver, going to allow him to sustain that much easier in lane. And that Shen actually picked up a early Heart of Gold, actually he's already picked it up. And the Mercury threats as well as the now Magic Mantle, going to allow him to survive that trades with Vladimir.
Trades better with Vladimir, yeah, but I mean the cooldown is just too quick sometimes, you know.
Yes, that's right.
Like, if I'm able to dish out the same amount of damage as him, then it's really quite useless.
Well, I think that Shen is going to rush an early wits and going to allow him to do a lot more damage and allow him to trade with the Vladimir much easier.
But probably for early Shen, if he goes for that early wits end, then he will lose out quite a lot in terms of the tankiness
Yeah, that's right.
overall. So it's really, there goes
Oh,
ultimate
nice
by
steal
Cockmore.
there by Cockmore.
A very good
well
steal
done.
right there.
Probably TF was not quick enough with his cards. He could have actually gotten that golem, that blue buff.
Yes.
Lizard.
So right now it's going to be, I mean, it's quite useless in a way to harass the Varus right now, but Soraka is there. But of course, you always want to raise the heal, definitely to prepare for the gang. And right now, the ward from Soraka is able to pick them up, and Soraka's hiding the tri-bush up there, just preparing to see whether anyone's coming close. But she knows that they're fallen back.
Well, we see a
Going back
very,
to the lane.
very, very nice items there by that Cockmore. He's picked up the Sorcerer's Boots as well as the Tear of the Goddess and a Chalice of Harmony. Going to allow him to spam all he wants. Because we know that Cockmore, his ultimate, the more you cast it in that period of time, the more mana you're going to use.
And there goes the ultimate by the Destiny, by Twisted Fate, spotting the dragon being taken right there. And right now, they prepare for engage. Maokai actually charges into Alistar, pops his ulti right there. I'm not sure why he actually used it, cause no one is right there. But Varus ulti is going to transfer from Fiona to Alistar. From Alistar, it stops from Alistar, does not transfer to everyone else. And right now, Shen used Time
that
United.
flash wasn't very well done there by the Leona, because there's no one that's actually there after the ulti got hit onto her. But yeah.
And there goes a combo by Alistar right there. Oh,
First blood of the game going to Team Bangkok Titans.
actually being taken by support.
Very, very. I don't understand what the Alistar was doing. He's just hanging around there.
And see right now, BKT is actually making a good choice, opting to push the lane for Vladimir as the opponent takes the dragon, doing a gold trade in a sense. It will bring them back to the same amount of gold almost. And now Cockmore is being so useful right there. He's going to trade the ultimates, forcing everyone to flash. And wow,
Look at that. I think it was the big one.
it
It
was
must
a
have
big
been
one.
the big one. To just destroy that Maokai right there.
Not only a big one, but I believe he also used his Phosphorus Bomb, his first skill,
Yeah,
to
the
do tons of
combo.
damage right now. The combo right there, taking it down.
I think the big
Maokai
one actually
instantly.
does like around 200 damage, if I'm not mistaken, at this early stage of the game. So it's actually extremely painful. You actually hit it with your Phosphorus Bomb as well. And we see the first tower of the game going to Team Bangkok Titans, and now the goal difference is 1k in favor of Team Manila Eagles.
And now Cockmore is getting another blue, refreshing the buff he's stolen from the other team right there. Is he going to give it to Alistar?
Of course not. If I was the Cockmore, I wouldn't give anything to the Alistar.
Because really, AP Cockmore is just very mana hungry like a
He's
Cassidy.
as reliant on blue as Kassadin or even Anivia. Anivia is one of those AP champions that almost can't live without a blue. I would say.
Definitely, yeah.
But for other AP champions, you have enough. They don't rely that much. And you don't have to spam that much in order to do that damage. Yeah. So, well.
We'll see what happens. Because right now, Cockmore is really in a very, very good position in overall farming as well as items. He's going to go for Rylai's quite soon, I believe.
Oh, the Rana is going to cause so much mayhem. He's going to be able to poke them from afar, and they're not going to do much about it unless they actually catch him, flash to catch him. We see that Cockmore, the Cocky being so aggressive, and the Leona and the Cocky
Using the
maybe
ultimate.
having some miscommunication right there. Maybe that ulti was a bit premature and lack of communication. So, well, not the best thing they could have done. But I'm certain if they actually focused onto that Soraka, she would be dead.
No, I believe if they actually focus on the Soraka, Koki would be dead as well. Because the Solar Flare did not hit Varus, and Varus, you cannot look down Varus' damage overall. His first skill, his second skill stacking, third skill as well as ultimate holding him there. And Koki did use his ability to run in, and that will with Valkyrie to go in, so that will put him at a disadvantage to actually stay and
But
fight.
Cocky is definitely winning the
Maokai-
CS battle now.
Maokai is not opting to do anything. Waiting for Koki to go very
I
far.
think-
And there goes the silence, there goes a grab, and there goes Stand United from Chen, the stun card, yellow card from. Just a good job by Shen actually
I think
protecting Koki.
That's a very good play right there, but that Shen, he actually saved that Koki. I thought he was corner for sure, but he actually taunted the
correct people.
the correct people, and thus allowing the Koki to survive. Very well done there. But look at the top lane, he's getting pushed
Even further.
even further by the Vladimir. He sees the opportunity, he's going to go at it.
But Shen is actually at the highest CS than Vladimir though. 117 to 11. Okay, that was
Actually,
118.
not
Not
really
really now.
Because he was pushing like a
But he was
boss.
pushing like a boss. Yeah, but early game, actually, Shen was doing a better job because Alistar ganked twice right there, pushing Vladimir far behind.
Well, I think that the Maokai is actually quite sad at the moment. He is not being able to perform optimally due to his early blue getting stolen.
Definitely.
I think, definitely it would be much better with that early blue. To get that early blue. So we see that Shen is going for, as I said, he went for that wit's end right there. Going to opt to sacrifice a bit of his tankiness, going to go for a bit more for the DPS. But he's generally tanky by nature. He already has a lot of MR and he has an HP. Well, I think
his
now
base stats as a tanker are very good.
his base stats are good, and I think that now all he needs to do is stack a bit more magic.
There goes a solar flare to Soraka again, and right now,
I think you were wrong about that. He would have died earlier.
but I mean if.
Yeah, we
there
see
goes
that
a
Alistar
gang
going-
from Alistar. Oh,
And
there
why did
goes
he use his cleanse?
a wasted cleanse right there, and right now is he gonna use his ultimate? No, his ultimate on cooldown.
Alistar's ultimate is...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's on cooldown. Alistar's ultimate is on cooldown, but I don't know why. Did he use it just now?
I have no idea.
We see a top lane getting a trade between Shen and Vladimir.
As a day he goes with the Witsam, really dishing a lot of more damage onto the Vladimir than he can sustain. It's a good pickup in terms of lane dominance, but we will see how if the team fight happens, what will happen from there. Because Vladimir does have a lot of abilities that does area effect, damage, his ultimate, his third skill, all together in mix will do tons of damage right there. Together with the Sanguine Pool as well. The Sanguine Pool actually does a lot of damage and does a very good swell.
Yeah, most people don't realize that Sanguine Pool does a lot of damage, so they usually just use it as an escape mechanism. But if you use it offensively, also you'll be hurt. It hurts a lot and do a lot of damage.
But using it offensively, actually you need to pick up the correct timing, because if you do use it offensively,
And if someone is there, it's over for you.
yes, because you
And
do
you
lose.
cannot escape after you use it.
Yeah, because you lose, I think, 10 to 20%.
You use 20% of your current health. That's right.
Yeah, there's the cost
That's
of
the
Sanguine Pool.
downside to using Sanguine Pool. But otherwise, it's a really good escape tool.
Yes.
And we see Maokai gonna have that early oracles as well as that boost of mobility.
I believe it is in a way. I mean, normally Maokai will not get the boots of mobility,
Nope,
but in the sense,
definitely
just to counter how Alistar is moving so quickly around the map right now, he has no choice. They're gonna, in a way, counter each other to see who devolves more, who moves around more mobile, who gets the better ganks right now. Because right now the score is in favor of Marine Eagles by 2 kills and just by 1.2k gold. And it's really very stalemate right now. Like everything is moving very, very slowly. So it's very hard to determine who's going to win right now.
Well,
But
actually, the Varus is not doing too bad. He hasn't died in the lane. But you see the Corki actually having a much bigger lead. This is 2 kill and almost a 30 CS lead there. So he has to try to get some ganks onto that Corki, trying to push down the bottom tower, trying to secure some advantage. So
definitely.
Yep.
Oh, then it said something was wrong, and Koki stopped hitting the wall instead and fall back. Maybe thinking Maokai is going to come soon.
Ouch. That focused arrow really hurts right there.
Yes. So for Varus, he really has a lot of abilities to harass the opponent very well. But the best way, of course, is to stack his ability, his second skill, which is the Blighted Quivers, then using the piercing arrows or Hall of Arrows all together.
Hail of arrows, my friend.
Yes, Hail of Arrows. I don't know why I keep saying Hall of Arrows.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I'm thinking of Harry Potter, where you enter the hall, all the students are there,
Yeah.
and you just want to kill all of them with arrows.
I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Oh.
Okay, never mind about that.
Okay, so right now, Maokai being very, very careful, opt to move back since they couldn't. He not see Leona, I believe, going to not stop the deboarding, and then Soraka goes to help deboard the tri-bush there, and Maokai moves on to deboard. They are the bush in the dragon, and the dragon has been spawned, but they are prepping for it as Vladimir is at the bottom lane as well.
Yeah,
I
but
think
we know that Shen can teleport anytime to the bottom lane, so he's going to continue pushing it.
definitely,
Or
but
is he
no,
not?
he's gonna,
Oh, he's going to ward and he's going to continue pushing it.
yeah.
Now, both teams are just hanging around the dragon area, being very, very cautious because the dragon is very important, especially in the early stages. We need a good advantage overall as a team.
It also helps the AD carry to be more. It helps the AD carry the most in a sense in winning the lane dominance. Because if the more CS, the more kills, adding on from Dragon, it really puts you very far ahead.
You
in
see
terms
the
of
attack
lane
speed
ability
by
and
that.
power.
Shen's gonna chip down a lot of health from that.
Gonna wreck the tower instantly.
Yep.
And right now they're still dancing around. They're actually spending too much time on the Dragon. Not sure whether to force start the fight.
Probably not the best idea by Team Bangkok Titans. Gonna just linger around. Maybe they should have forced the fight, try to catch somebody, but the Shen is gonna take down that top tower for free. So we have a one tower for each team at the moment.
And BYY being over aggressive, gonna charge in right there. There goes everything right there. Twister Face Destiny, the Maokai advance, and there goes
And
Shen's
we see
ulti
that
coming in right now.
the ultimate by Leona gonna miss everybody. So we see that Alistar is just gonna go in, gonna engage onto everyone. Both teams are split into two, and we see that Alistar has picked up a kill onto Twisted Fate.
Otherwise, there's
And it goes a
some.
kill on Leona by Vladimir, and then it goes down Soraka. But right now, I believe the advantage is actually on Bangkok Titans side because Vladimir is in very high HP. And right now, see, yes, Vladimir coming into the team fight, just slowly taking everyone down with his AoE abilities, his ultimate, his
And we see
heights of
Corki
blurs.
is-
Corki just waiting for his cooldown right there. And right now, it's going to have to move back out. And right now, there goes the Dragon for Bangkok Titans. See, in the team fight, really, Vladimir is
And we
the,
see that Kog'Maw just spamming his ultimate, gonna do so much damage. And
using his
they're-
Void Ooze to push everyone away.
He's gonna force them to move back, and well, good job there by.
There goes Maokai moving in, but he is alone right there. Most probably going to cause his death. Right now, Vladimir is moving in, but there goes. Oh, Maokai flashes out. Good job, Maokai. But there goes the ultimate by by Kog'Maw taking him down. Right now, Vladimir is going to be taken down as well. No, he manages to flash away. The Ignite does not chip him down. You know, oh, Kog'Maw did not die. I thought he died right there.
Nope, he did not die.
Uh,
But we see that Vladimir is actually gonna is actually snowballing. He has a 3 kills, 3-0-0. In comparison of the Shen has 1 kill, 1 death, and 1 assist. And what was the problem in that fight was that Corki got caught out of position.
yes.
He actually walked into the bush without realizing that he might get ganked. I mean, yeah, there are two people in
I mean,
the
he
bush.
had no need to walk into the bush.
Yeah, there was no.
He could use his forces
bomb.
Yeah,
that's right.
right.
Because
I
it
mean,
reveals targets.
yeah, either he was trying to force the fight right there because his flash and Valkyrie was on. He saw
I
everyone's
don't
in
think
position.
so. I think he just wanted to.
He just walked there, like,
Yeah.
feeling that I'm a boss, I have no problems, most probably not gonna die, walk through everything.
Thank God the Shen his fingers were super quick.
Definitely saving him right there.
Oh.
And we see Soraka getting caught in the bad position right there. Varus trying to save her. Yes, there goes the damage from Varus, slowly chipping down the Alistar.
And things are looking actually very, very good for Team Bangkok Titans. They have the upper hand at the moment.
In terms of the team fight overall, if they do not really focus on Vladimir, they're going to take tons and tons of damage. As Vladimir is one of those AP carries in the sense that his damage stacks up and the more spells he casts, especially for his
And I'll say
heights
that
of
his
blitz.
passive going to help him that much more late game, because the more AP you have, you get more HP.
And the more for bonus health, it becomes AP as well.
Yep. So either way you win.
Yes, either way you win.
You can stack
Tanky,
HP or you can stack AP and you win.
yes, I believe right now, Vladimir will be going for
We
Right
see that
Center, I
middle
believe.
tower has been taken down by Team Manila Eagles. They know exactly what to do. They're very good at pushing those towers, securing those objectives. And Shen is just going to continue pushing the top lane. He knows
Yes,
he has
his ultimate is back up.
Yeah, his ultimate is back up. So he's not worried.
And there goes a gang preparing for the bottom to get the contest for the dragon as well. They're going to try to catch the bottom Corki, which is a loner right now. While Varus push overextending, trying to bait the fight to happen, but no, they're just going to move back right there. And they believe that no one's right there, going to take the tower, free tower right there for Bangkok Titans. Taking back part of their
Disadvantage.
the disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. So
Pushing
now
the goal lead back
they're
to
going to get a goal
sorry,
lead back, goal
goal
difference,
difference.
to 3k.
Yes.
So now we can see that Team Bangkok Titans actually going on to the dragon. They think they can get the dragon right here.
Yes, actually, in a sense, it was actually Kog'Maw's fault. Kog'Maw was pushing mid too hard.
Yep.
He was too far out of position, so they know that Kog'Maw will not reach in time.
We see a free dragon there for Team Bangkok Titans. Very well done.
Raising the total gold right there will put them back into a better position, even though they're still losing.
But look at that Shen, he's just pushing the lane.
And we can see the ultimates from those ooze.
That
the
Kog'Maw
goo.
definitely has picked up his Realized Crystal Scepter, going to allow him to do so much more. And the more they stack out, the more painful it will get for them. He's gonna spam his Void Ooze, going to do so much damage, going to reduce that magic resistance as well.
Definitely. Overall, Kog'Maw is one of the hard champions in terms of get close to with his Void Ooze, as he really reduces a lot of your movement speed. But overall, if you flash right into him, he's a goner.
He's a goner, yeah. There's nothing he can do. But this Kog'Maw is smart. He's going to get it. He has the cleanse and probably might go for a QSS in the near future.
But right now, he believes that he's quite safe because there's Shen,
Do
Leona,
you think
and
that this
Alistar.
Kog'Maw would go for... Oh, never mind. You see a fight going on to the middle right here. And VYY is going to get caught out of position. Probably not the best thing to do. And the Shen is going to teleport onto VYY. Again, fight is going to happen. That Maokai is going to get caught out of position. But Vladimir is so tanky, going to do so much damage. But Kaigu takes down that Maokai. Very well done right there. But he has no mana now, so they're going to get pushed back to the tower. Bangkok Titans doing quite a good job, but they are not able to kill anyone in that fight.
I mean, they actually got separated in a sense. Like, Marine Eagles actually half of the team moved to the top lane, and the other two stick in the middle with Alistar there, right there. So it became a sense that they were trying to chase.
Oh, and the Shen is
the
probably
moving
going to
goal.
get caught right here, but he's just going to shadow dash through that Baron.
There goes the
And,
Destiny
yeah, the
by-
Destiny is going to take that. It's going to take that.
I mean, why not teleport since you already used it?
Yeah,
you know,
you're
just
gonna
go
get-
closer
Why
somewhere.
don't you go to the raves instead? So, yeah, but never mind that. So we see that. Let's have a look at the item pickups, and look at that Shen. He is obese.
Obvious.
He picked up that Sunfire Cape, and he has that Warden's Mill. Going to be able to do so much damage. He's going to be able to shadow dash into a fight, and he's going to tank very well. In addition to doing damage, because he has that Wits and that Sunfire Cape, allowing him to do a lot of constant damage. So yeah, Shen is doing very, very well. He has a lot of CS, but otherwise that Vladimir has not been taken out yet, and I think something needs to be done about it.
Yes. Venom Vladimir has opted to go for Spirit Visage, being more in a way more safe path, since Komor is really doing a lot of damage right there. And
When we see an Archangel stuff getting picked up by Kog'Maw.
yes, but wow, Soraka just taking those hits, and Leona being caught out of position right there, moving in. I'm not sure why. It's just gonna go down right
He's
there.
gonna waste the ultimate right there. Probably not the best idea.
I mean,
Because
it's fine to waste ultimate as Leona. The cooldown is just so quick, in my opinion.
oh, all right.
I mean, if you're gonna die, you can use it because Leona's cooldown right now should be about.
Yeah, and we see that Bangkok Titans actually playing very well this game. I'm very impressed by their team play this game, and possibly they get a chance to beat Manila Eagles.
Yeah, but right now, in a sense, they're actually playing very too safe.
Yeah, now they're just sticking as 5, but probably they lack of experience. They do not know what to do. That's why you can see that Shen is just pushing every single lane. They Kog'Maw gonna be able to overextend, and they're not gonna do anything about it.
There goes Komor walking forward, using his ultimate, just doing
Oh,
tons
yeah.
of damage to the Soraka right there. And he's like gonna move in, gonna try to catch the
Oh.
Soraka right there. Will he be able to reach it? No, he does not reach that in time. But Soraka does not go down as well. Soraka dodging his ultimate for Komor. Gonna get hit. Oh yes, gonna get hit right there.
That Soraka had no way to run. She was just stuck in between those bushes.
Yes.
Well,
And right now they're gonna move on to the Baron right here, right now. After taking out the support and pushing them back. Right now, see,
Leona is back with the Oracles, and going to reward that pretty easily. TF going to spam those cards, going to do a lot of damage. Now he has a Leech Bane.
right now it all depends on whether Maokai can save this Baron.
That's right. Maokai, can he do it?
Oh, they're actually going to stop the Baron, thinking that it's not going to be the
Probably
safest choice. But they actually did a
And-
good job, because it was actually a distraction. Shen is going to break the second tower at the bottom lane right there, and it's going to put Manila Eagles in
What
high
I
goal
think
lane.
that team Bangkok Titans should have done is they could have gone for the Baron now, because we see that three of them actually have went back for Team Manila Eagles. It will be a good opportunity to actually get Baron.
Yeah, but I believe that's what I'm saying. Like Bangkok Titans are a bit. They're in the sense they have not mastered the game sense yet.
Yep.
They're playing a bit too conservative when they should be being a bit more aggressive.
That's right,
Losing
that's
the chances and really losing out a lot in those critical moments.
Yeah, they could have done a lot more, but they chose to be safe. They opted to be safe. So probably not the best thing they could have done, but still they're still doing very well. They are just trying to secure the objectives, but they have to do something about the Shen. They need to try to catch Team Manila Eagles. Try to take down that Kog'Maw like he's doing. But yeah, he's being protected so well by that Alisa
Definitely,
and that Leona.
I mean, Kog'Maw is one of those champions where if he's well protected, his living artillery, his ultimate, will definitely do constant damage to you, and at the same time, really push you away, at the same time keep him safe, because he knows where you're coming from afar, just by spamming those living artilleries. And right now, they do see the ward right there, but they're going to choose not to devote it as he starts charging it right there. It's going to catch at least Soraka again. No, he misses the power rise. I think he missed his same bar combo, that's why. And right now, all hell is breaking loose onto Soraka again. Soraka getting caught by all those living
Soraka is
artillery.
looking very sad at the moment. Gonna get hit by that living artillery again and again. I think she has a phobia now, opting to go back.
And right now, they know they've pushed them far enough, and there goes the option to go for Baron game for Team Manila Eagles, doing a very good job, pushing away the opponent slowly, knowing where the advantages and disadvantages. And here comes Maokai coming in for the Baron steal, most probably, trying and starting to see the HP, how much is left, and there goes Soraka going to plant a ward.
You see a Destiny being popped there by the TF, but I don't think he's gonna land. He's gonna ultimate in between them, opting to go outside of the Baron.
Right now, it depends on Maokai. Did Maokai's flash and smite? Oh, nope. Maokai actually
Money
is
Eagles
walking.
gonna pick up that easy Baron. Oh,
And there was a
that-
free kill of Maokai from Koki right there. He was too far away from his enemies. And there goes Vander being taken down. They choose to aim him this time, pushing him back and forth into bringing him into the team of Manila Eagles right there. And there goes Soraka. So he's being chipped down by living artillery and the damages from Koki. And Koki flies in his Valkyrie. There goes a good taunt by Shen catching Varus out there.
And we see that the experience between both teams actually shows now. They know, for Team Manila Eagles, they know exactly what to do. Team Bangkok Titans was a bit scattered, and probably the TF could have used his destiny on a better location, probably to assist easier, but yeah, probably not the best play there. But yeah, the Bangkok Titans, clearly they're trying very hard, and
But this is actually
it's not over yet for them.
Yeah.
But they're at a big disadvantage right now.
And right now, I hope that they'll be able to boost their own morale, because for today it's going to be very tough for them, because they're going to
It's gonna be
play
a
two
hectic day
games.
for them,
It's
yeah.
going to be a hectic day for them. Right now, I mean, they are performing, they are doing well in overall play, but still the game sense of picking up what to do is still something they need to slowly pick up and learn. But right now, overall, they are still a very strong team, a solid team. In comparison to the previous weeks, they're actually doing a very, very good job right now.
Yeah, they're definitely improving as a team. Every team improves, and I am looking forward to the day that Bangkok Titans actually show us how it's done.
Yes, definitely.
So we see that, let's have a look at item pickups. You see that Corky is 4-0 being very fed. He has a Triforce and that Infinity Edge. Cockmore with 6-0. No one is able to stop him. Always standing
So I must
behind.
cut you there because Shen actually opt for Abyssal Scepter right there.
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful item.
There goes Cockmore staying out of position, getting caught right there, and there goes Shen coming in with his ultimate, but his taunt misses everything.
I think he almost haunted the Soraka, but he missed as well.
But he missed it as well. And there goes, they're going to catch this Shen right here, out of position. Going to have enough energy soon to shadow dash away, and there he goes. And right now, there goes the double flash by Soraka and TF right there. The yellow card goes down again, and there goes the blighted arrows being procced, and there goes the free kill on Shen and Cockmore. Cockmore was being
I think they were being too complacent.
too complacent right there.
Yeah.
After getting the dragon, Cockmore wanted
They
to
were
push bottom.
overconfident, you know. They already took the inhibitor, opting to farm bottom, but they did not realize that BKT is now sticking very, very closely as a team and just doing very well. Yeah, they could get back
That
into
was
this
something
game.
that really needed BKT right there.
Yeah.
To actually get down some kills, get down more money back to push up their goal differences right now, especially since they're falling short and taking out the most important barons for Cockmore, so to speak.
And now Cockmore has already picked up a Rabadon's death cap, and that's not going to be very good for Team Bangkok Titans. He has just picked it up, but they actually ended his streak, so they'll have quite a good chunk of gold as well.
But I thought that he would actually opt for the new item, Ateen's
Unholy Grail. Yeah.
But instead that he opts to go for more offensive option, I suppose, going for the Rabadon, doing more damage from there.
I'm not sure where the name for the item came from, but I do know that Ateen is very famous. Do you know Ateen?
I know Athena, but not Ateen. But some people say
Ateen
they're
is
using the same.
a pro gamer. He's based in Europe somewhere, and
Oh, is it?
yeah, and he plays League of Legends, World of Warcraft, and he does those. He also plays Diablo 3, and he raises those funds for children. And he's a very, very nice guy, and probably that's why the Riot named the item for him.
after him.
Yeah, not too sure it's for the same person, but oh well, I'll just assume so.
And right there, Vladimir taking out his Tides of Bloods right there, preparing to push back the creeps and whoever comes close to him. See, one Tides of Blood just totally clearing the range creeps right there. After being fully
Probably
stacked up.
the next thing that Vladimir could get is Zonia's Hourglass, going to allow him to survive much easier, I would say. But I think he's going to opt for that Rabadon's Death Cap or Void Staff at the moment.
I believe, in a sense, Void Staff is not really needed, because the only one that's actually really tanky right now is Shen.
Yep.
And who has the magic resist stacked up right now. I mean, Shen is not the best target you want to aim, in a sense. You would most probably let him chase your AD carry, and the AD carry, in a sense, take care of it, in a certain sense.
That's right.
Yeah, while Vladimir will aim for one of the squishy champions and try to take them down as fast as he can.
That's right. And we see Shen is actually doing what he does best. He's going to split push again. It's what he always does. He's going to separate from the rest of the team. Going to be a one-man army by himself. But the TS spots him is just... Oh, now the top tower is going to go down for Team Bangkok Titans. Now Team Manila Eagles is going to be very safe. They're going to walk back. They're going to trade off. That combo is just going to use his living artillery and just poke them from afar.
Mokai actually charging in right there onto the combo, but going to be taken down very quickly, even though his fight inside his ultimate, and he goes down, tries to flash out, but nope, wasn't good enough. Right now, there goes a stun right onto Vladimir and being taken down. There goes a double kill for Corky, and well, at least that flashing in to push Varus back
triple kill
right there.
but the Corky very
There goes a
done.
quadra kill.
Quadra?
No, there's a triple kill.
And-
There goes a kill onto Corky from the turret, over the tower right there.
The Corky is just going to get taken out so easily.
And there goes a kill on Twisted Fate. Maybe nope, Twisted Fate is the only one surviving and able to move back right there. I mean, right there, Manila Eagles took took full advantage of that situation. The middle inhibitor was down, the minions were actually pushed in,
Yep.
and the bottom lane, Shen to do a dual push. Shen is one of the best champions to do a dual push. He can teleport into his teammates, no problem
No problem.
at all.
I think a TF Shen is definitely work. A TF Shen would
Combo.
composition would
Composition.
be actually very good.
I mean, one of the strong picks that people try to do is actually do a TF Shen combo in a sense, where when you gang the lane, instantly you see Destiny and Stand United. They take the kill at level 6, they take the tower and go for the dragon instantly.
That's right. And sometimes you can work it out with Nocturne as well. It's gonna that global team composition is actually very, very strong. But we haven't seen many teams doing it yet. I think.
I mean,
I think we've seen it once or twice so far in GPL.
I think we see it once by Singapore Sentinels, I believe, but I'm not so sure. Because normally people will ban Shen so that one is taken out. And Nocturne is a...
TF is actually a hot ban as well. So.
yeah, TF is a hot ban as well, so either one will get banned somehow, somewhere. But overall, in a sense, Nocturne is also one of the top picks in terms of jungling. But he deals... He's very phenomenal in team fights in terms of if the team needs to see to do something. Especially for those strong CC champions like Leona or even, what's he called, Nautilus.
That's right.
Once Nocturne uses ultimate, a whole swing goes dark for the opponent, they can't really land anything because they can't see anything right there. And then goes to Shura being pop, going to be aggressive.
You see a double
Nope,
Shurella
they're
on
going
that
to push.
Arista. And Shen going to miss his spawn right there.
It's okay, there goes the Sora Flare by Leona catching Soraka right there. It goes the ultimate by Maokai, but not going to do much right there. And they're just going to push each other back from there. As
Vladimir uses ultimate and not going to do much damage at this point of the game.
But his ultimate was a good choice in terms of slowing them down with his Fire Scepter right there,
That's right.
saving his team.
But now I don't think there's anything that team Bangkok Titans can really do. The Soraka is taken out and they are facing a 4v5 fight. Team Manila is just going to take that easy inhibitor. Now I think that the game is certainly going to go for in favor of.
There
Team
goes the
Manila.
charging hit on to Twisted Fate by Leona, and
He just
that's
melted
there
in a
right
split
there.
second right there. That Poppy doing so much damage. VYY showing us that he's not just proficient in Graves as well, he can play a very good Poppy.
Alright, the Koki slowly poking, standing in the
Ow.
correct position again. He's just slowly poking everyone down. Everyone is actually ignoring him.
And
apparently.
I think the man of the match for this entire game.
Yes, definitely. Again, he's done a very good job in carrying his team once again. Both the AP mid as well as the AD carry for Middle Eagles. Even during the match against Taipei Assassins, I believe that they played the playing role where the Kog'Maw instance was Kasali in Taipei Assassins, where he did a good job in holding mid, pushing mid away at the same time in team fights. In the sense that people try to aim him, but he always make himself in a good position where he can always get out very quickly. And then for the Graves, always standing the just nice range, maximum range,
that's
slowly
right, that's
poking and chipping every single champion down before moving in right there. So right now, we're going to take a better look at the final score screen right here, so we can give a very good review over this.
Okay, definitely. I think that the Kog'Maw, as you said, he is the man of this match. He has been playing very, very well throughout the GPL, and we've seen last week and this week, as you just said, that he has so many champions to play. He played the Castellin, played Kog'Maw middle, and all of them he has performed very, very consistently.
Very solid mid.
Very, very solid. I think he is one of the top 80 players to look out for at this moment. And VYY actually doing very, very well as Koki, as well as his Graves. His Graves last week he bought Brutalizer and he was able to do so much damage.
Yeah, overall, Middle Eagles has shown that they are still one of the stronger teams to look out for. Even though this game, they play a bit more safe because of the picks they had, they're more tanky, the damage had to slowly pile up, but they still maintain an advantage in the beginning game and slowly stack it up to the end game. And Bangkok Titans, overall, they did a very good job, where Vladimir was able to hold top against Shen. As well as the bottom lane, just farming the CS, fighting over it. But the fights, when it came down to the solutions, I mean the main part of the game, when it comes to the team fights,
they still lack that game sense. They know exactly what to do at that point. If they had knew what to do, I think that definitely BKT would have the upper hand.
Yeah, so they always, when it comes to the team fight or the Baron and Dragon Skill, they actually splits out a bit too much. They were in the sense that they just get caught separately, and then Maokai is supposed to be with his team, even though with Twisted Advances, the ulti should cover the opponents and his teammates at the same time to maximize it, but he's always too far away
I think
from all
that
of them.
Maokai's ultimate should be prioritized on teammates instead of on opponents, because you don't really need the damage, you actually need the
reduced damage.
reduction of damage, that's right.
Right
So,
there.
and I think that Solindra, this game, he didn't play as well as he did. He actually died a few times prematurely, and his ultimate missed a few times, but otherwise it's all good. Team Manila Eagles doing
So,
very
like
well.
Team MLE, I guess for the bottom lane, they seem to have transitioned to a more aggressive bottom. Previous game, they played Graves and Alistar. This game is Corky and Leona, also both very aggressive. Combination for support.
That's right.
And the AD carry. Corky did able to dish out a lot of damage with his Phosphorus bombs, his getting gun, and Leona doing even boosting up the damage even more with Sunlight, the passive.
Sunlight, yeah. And the
Yeah.
Solar Flare is a really, really good ultimate.
And the fast cooldown. That's why, in a sense, Leona is better than Sejuani in my opinion. Because Sejuani's ultimate, even though the range is bigger and can be thrown further, but the cooldown is
There's
just
only one problem.
too
Sejuani
long.
can't be a support.
Maybe Sejuani.
Actually, you
Sejuani
can.
can't be a
I will try
maybe
it
we'll
tonight.
try it. Yeah, so from right there, I mean, overall, it really is very well played by both teams. But of course, definitely one will have to come out on top.
That's right.
Yeah, so we will see that the next match, I hope Bangkok Titans will not be too demoralized. They're able to bring themselves out, as I said earlier, because this is going to be very important for them. If they feel demoralized after this first game, it's going to affect their second game by a lot.
The thing that if you are demoralized, you play worse, and you know sometimes your emotions can really change how the way you usually play. Even in lane, maybe if you lose the opening, you actually lose a kill or you die a few times. That's going to really change the way how you play. So that's right.
Yeah. So do continue tuning to us. We have a lot of extra news to announce to you right now. I mean, the future, not right now. But right now, we're going to go to a short commercial break. So do stay tuned for further announcements later. And the second game for Bangkok Titans against KL Hunters. So do
There's
stay
going to
tuned.
be a really exciting game as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Jahudi and welcome to the GPL Week 3 highlights. Over the weekend we saw some extremely fierce competition, and now that the dust has settled, the Singapore Sentinels stand tied with the Taipei Assassins for the top spot. This week, however, all eyes were on the Manila Eagles. The first 2 weeks of the GPL proved to be a bumpy ride for the Eagles, but this week they soared ahead. On Saturday, they played an amazing comeback game against the Saigon Jokers, and on Sunday they had the daunting task of going head-to-head with the undefeated Taipei Assassins. With a combination of teamwork, determination and skill, they emerged the victors, putting an end to TPA's winning streak in what was undoubtedly the league's most shocking and epic game. Be sure to check our video description for a link to the match replay. In our top plays this week, we start off with a great team fight between the Manila Eagles and the Taipei Assassins. The clip begins with TPA attempting the dragon, but MLE quickly swoops in to stop them. A brilliant headbutt pulverized combo by Alistar stops Jarvan from jumping in on the squishies, allowing Graves to safely deal damage throughout the fight. Jarvan is the first to go down, followed quickly by Ahri as she gets burst down by Kassadin. Vlad and Alistar continue to chase down Nunu for the kill, and although Vayne does get the kill on Kassadin, the team is able to turn around to finish Vayne with an awesome tower dive, giving the Eagles a total of 4 kills for 2 deaths and the dragon. And in our next play, we see the Saigon Jokers going for a push on the KL Hunters' middle tower, but then they suddenly make the decision to retreat. The KL Hunters follow in hot pursuit, popping Shurelius to try and catch up. And just when it seems that they won't be able to reach, a second Shurelius is used, and Maokai is able to flash in and Twisted advance to catch Karthus. As the engage starts, Darius goes straight for Caitlyn, killing her swiftly with a Noxian guillotine. He then goes for Mundo, grabbing his second kill with the guillotine once again, followed by another blow on Karthus, and finally Shen, ending the battle with an amazing triple kill. Up next, we have a cunning jungle invasion by the Singapore Sentinels. The Sentinels are able to spot Nautilus finishing his raids thanks to a ward and embark on a mission to hunt him down. Nautilus decides to teleport closer to his tower, but his efforts are in vain as a Leona Solar Strike followed by a combo from Graves kills him before he even realizes what's going on. And in our top play this week, we have the epic team fight that won the Manila Eagles their game against the Taipei Assassins. Maokai leads the charge to stop Baron, and Graves is able to launch an excellent smoke canister that blinds half of the enemy team. Solid positioning allows him to lay down a constant stream of pain, and he takes out Nunu first, followed quickly by Ahri, then flashes in for the kill on Vayne. He then turns his attention to finish off Jarvan, who survives thanks to his GA. and then finishes off Nautilus. Jarvan is able to flash away and use his spear flag combo to escape. And though Graves doesn't get the pentakill in-game, we all know he got it in his heart. In the top picks this week, we saw some very interesting additions. Nunu was the top picked support while Janna was nowhere to be seen. Graves, on the other hand, was the AD carry of choice, dominating every game he was picked in. It's no surprise then that he'll be getting nerfed in the upcoming patch. Riven was the other surprising addition to the list. She hasn't been a popular choice in competitive play as of late, but she managed to pull her weight over the weekend. Over on bans, we saw more conventional choices, with only Urgot being the odd one out. Be sure to tune in to the GPL this week on Friday to Sunday from 8 PM onwards. This Sunday we'll see the Manila Eagles go up against another of the top teams in the league, the Singapore Sentinels. For more news about the GPL and to watch last week's matches, visit gpl.garena.com.
Hey everyone, this is James Rahman with this week's IGN Pro League Top 5 Plays. Without further ado, let's stop right in at number 5. Starting off, we have AJ Morgan as Rise, and it starts off as just a huge mess of a fight. Everyone is duking it out. You don't know which way is up, which way is down, but he's going to be getting his damage out, and Rise is the man among men late game. So here he goes, chasing the rest of the team out. Now Sivir is in pursuit. He's going to turn around, pick up the quick kill with his burst. Now Tarek is chasing him into the bush, continuing with the kite. He gets off the snare. He's going to have plenty of damage to take him down. No chance there whatsoever. Now as we fast forward a little bit, we see Amumu coming in. He gets the quick snare for the kill on Amumu. Now with the flash over the wall, Yorick is chasing him down. He's actually going to drop down to 5 HP, but he gets the reset with his ultimate. He has enough regen from that spell vamp, picking up the kill onto Yorick, and now Vladimir is the sole survivor. He gets the quick kill for the ace. At number 4, we have CLG EU's Wicked starting off as Aurelia, and he's getting ganked. He's getting awfully low as Alistar and Riven are in pursuit. He throws off the exhaust onto Riven, and now he's going to be kiting around his tower some. And Riven, what are you doing? Getting stunned underneath the tower is going to go down. Wicked in pursuit now. He gets the first blood. He does get the level up off of it, and now he's actually positioning himself by Alistar, baiting out the Pulverize, the headbutt to get him out of there. But Alistar is a doomed man. Wicked is going to be able to chase him down and pick up this kill easily. Coming in at number 3, we have a play from Absolute Legends versus Meet Your Makers in the Corsair Vengeance Cup, and the enemy does have vision of the map, but they don't have vision in the Baron Pit, so Jax jumping over to a ward, then Shen coming in with his taunt, and Ahri using her ultimate to get in, and they are going to sneak this Baron without the enemy's knowledge. Coming in at number 2, we have Lucifer Deluxe's Janna. Her team is low, but she flashes over for the shield. The Monsoon into the bullet time, and Lee Sin with the kick on Blitzcrank. They're going to be able to pick up those kills. What an awesome combo. And for the top play this week, we have Orb Link on Lee Sin, and the enemy is in pursuit. He will turn around with the Dragon Kick on Aurelia to knock back Rammus, give him some time, and now he has to get out of there. He uses his ward, jumps over to it to give him some time, but Lapaka gets the taunt off, and they are closing fast. He's coming over toward the mini golems, throws off his Q, and he is going to dash over there, just narrowly avoiding that silence from Blitzcrank, and so now they are still coming. He drops a ward, shields over to it just to buy himself a little bit of distance, but they are closing, and they are closing fast. So how is he going to get out of here? Well, he actually drops a ward, then Qs over to the golems, comes over, sees Ezreal, dashes over to the golems, has the Ash Arrow to protect him from the Rammus taunt, and so finally he is safe, but because he is the boss that he is, he needs to come in for revenge, jumping on the Lapaka for the quick kill to finish it off. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to go to youtube.com/IPLLOL for more League of Legends content, and if you have any awesome plays, make sure to send them in to us at the email in the description below. Tune in next week.
It's the biggest League of Legends event yet.
The best players from around the globe are competing for the biggest prize pool in the history of esports. Announcing the Season 2 World Championship. Riot and the entire League of Legends community have been watching Season 2 unfold, and the competition has been fierce. Early leaders like SK Gaming, CLG, TSM, and Dignitas quickly emerged, but upstarts such as MIG, World Elite, and Moscow 5 have exploded onto the scene.
I wanted to make a statement to players around the world when we committed to a multi-million-dollar prize pool. League of Legends will be an esports leader for years to come. So far, we've awarded over $1 million in prize money to teams around the globe. And one of those teams is going to walk away with the grand prize. We can't wait to see how many summoners watch the rest of this season's events. Just halfway through the season, more people are watching League of Legends than tune in to watch Major League Baseball games on ESPN.
Regional finals will come to you live from around the world. We kick off in mainland China at ChinaJoy in July, followed by Europe at Gamescom in August, North America at PAX Prime in September, Southeast Asia, Singapore and Taiwan, and wrapping up in Korea at the OnGameNet Esports Stadium. After the regional winners have been declared, the top 12 teams will then put it all on the line during the Season 2 World Championship in Los Angeles, California. We want to show our players and the world that Riot Games is committed to elevating esports. And that's why we are raising the bar to where it belongs. This is not going to be your typical esport event. And it's all in support of the insane competition between the two best teams on the planet. The Season 2 World Championship. Tickets go on sale this summer.
So welcome back to the Garena Premier League, Week 4, Day 2 and Game 2.
Yes.
So I am your commentator for today. I'm Teddy Tibers. As if you have watched the first game, you have seen my co-commentator has actually transformed from Joey into Justin, from a very pale, more plump boy to skinny, more darker skinned guy. How do you feel about this transformation?
It's amazing what you can do with makeup in 10 minutes. It's amazing.
Yeah, okay, so would you like to introduce yourself more formally?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Justin, also known as Sang Sudo. I am the clan lord and host of the Sanctuary podcast itself. Glad to be on the show.
Yes, we are happy to have you here as well, a special
Thank
guest
you.
for today. So just moving on the events we're going to have. So if you all have been noticing our forums, you've been following all our topics, you will know that we have currently running an event right now at the Putra World Trade Center, the Anime Festival Asia. So as you can see, these are the information, and you get to see GMBB cosplay as Akali, you get to see Miyoko as Lux, and Tasha as Nidali. They'll be there tomorrow as well. And as you can see, GM Viox is holding up the Ramus keychain for all the early birds to go for events for both days. So do not miss out your chance to get pictures, the signatures and everything from our GMs as well as our special guests. These cosplayers directly who came from Korea to tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So moving on from there, we're going to talk more about the competition upcoming for the Season 2 qualifiers that we have in Malaysia, which the registration has already started. If you look to our forum, you'll definitely be able to see it. So Justin, why are you not joining the Season 2?
I don't have a competent enough team, so... I mean, even though the cash prize is 15 million ringgit Malaysia, it's definitely a huge cash prize that I want to go for and want to win out there itself, but I don't have a competent enough team. It's a little bit sad, but I wish all the best to the teams that will be competing out there itself.
Do check out the forums, and you're interested to register. And join us talk shortly about the Malaysia side for the first anniversary party. We have locked down the details on the event venue for the 23rd of June, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. It will be at FTZ Sumanjaya, and 30th of June, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. will be at the A Station Kampa. So do look to our forums to follow on to it. And right now, I'm going to skip the introduction for our teams, but I'm going to move on to the game because you don't need to know about KL Hunters, the home team, as Jaeyoung will have a special appearance later. You'll be able to see him later. So right now, we're going to look into the bans and picks that have been done by all the teams right now, and there we see a Dr. Mundo by KL Hunters and an Nivea by Bangkok Titans. What do you think about that, Justin?
I think Dr. Mundo is definitely one of the, one of people's favourite band. It's very difficult to actually deal with a Dr. Mundo early game, especially when you move into the late game as well. It's one of the more difficult champs to deal with simply because he is so tanky, and then with his passive being able to regenerate life again when he procs his ultimate itself. So he's one of the more difficult ones out there. For Aniva, I'm not so sure about that.
Anivia is one of I think it's because it's one of Golden's more proficient champions. He's been using it quite a lot throughout the league. But yesterday, he in a way got stomped by Taipei Assassins as they knew what they had to do against Anivia, because Anivia must have blue to be able to do a lot of things. So they actually countered jungle him twice in a row, 3 times in a row, just making him starve on the blue buff right there.
Exactly why I was unsure. Based on yesterday's game and what actually happened, I thought maybe Bangkok Titans might not want to worry about that, but perhaps they did not have enough time to react since the game was only yesterday, and so they didn't want to have to deal with that. So banning Aniva was perhaps a good choice for them. But we also see Galio and now Darius with Ari being banned.
I mean, Darius is because of Monkeys. He's been playing a very strong Darius since
very strong
the 2
indeed.
weeks.
Yes.
Dominating the top lane without any problems, even escaping ganks without any problems and killing the opponents back, even though going back to base more often than
Yeah, I mean, you were talking to Joey before this that Darius can basically counter Shen itself, and we see the last pick actually being Shen. Last ban out there.
I mean, okay, they realized that how difficult it is to do with Shen, I suppose, from the last game from Bangkok Titans, so they opt to ban Shen overall, to remove him from the list. And right now we see, Twisted Fate being picked up by Domuri, most probably going to give it to Goldens, the AP carry. And from what I know, internally, I know that they have betrayed Twisted Fate quite a bit.
Okay.
Because his ganks, in one way, is one of the strongest in terms of the AP mid. It's because his ability to go from the mid lane, just move a bit closer down to the bottom lane or top lane, teleporting up there to gank.
Yeah, definitely. His mobility, post level 6 is definitely really great to be out there. Being able to either jump up or jump to the bottom lanes, being able to help out in any sort of ganks, even with his ultimate on, even if he doesn't teleport to anywhere using Destiny itself, his ability to see vision across is definitely what is most needed. We do see that main teams are not using CV anymore, clairvoyance anymore.
Yes.
And this could be one of the replacements for it itself, being able to see the whole team, complete vision at any given time, as long as you're not on cooldown.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So right now, the mix has gone to Bangkok Titans and they're going to take Morgana right there.
A double AP again!
Double AP again. I mean, I believe they've been playing this double AP setup since the beginning of GPL though.
Pretty much majority of their matches have been double AP. Now, there must be a reason why they're going double AP. For sure, they see some sort of strength in it, and I can definitely acknowledge the strengths in going double AP. Perhaps maybe their games haven't been on complete sync, but I bet you one of these days, definitely Bangkok Titans will come and make a huge appearance with a double AP and win out a game and shock everyone.
Definitely. And the Morgana and Venomir combo is actually very deadly, with both ultimates being AoE and Morgana able to slow and locking them and stunning them.
Yes.
The position for Venomir to do additional damage.
With the Hemoplague being laid down by Vladimir itself, being able to amplify all the damage that's being done there, Morgana slowing them down further and later having the stun above it itself. And then at the end of Morgana's ultimate itself, we have Hemoplague that finally explodes on each of the champions, dealing even more damage. So even just the two of them, like you said, is a really strong combination. And the other 3 players on them, depends. You can dish out even more damage and bring them down.
Definitely. And right now, KL Hunters actually this time not going for the Nunu setup, which has been quite famous. We've seen her use it for the past 2 weeks, the Nunu Vayne or Nunu combo. Right now, Hagani opting for Taric, one of the more tanky, in a sense, dominant supports in terms of lane, depending on who his AD carry is. One thing about Taric is that as a support, if his AD carry is not doing well, Taric cannot do anything as well.
Yes, that's the downside of using Taric. But what I'm looking at the combination of the heroes that's up there is that on the side of KL Hunters, we have 3 heroes that can stun.
Yes, already.
The first 3 itself can stun already. And we actually see Bangkok Titans now picking up Soraka and Graves, the usual combination that we see out there. It's a little bit sad on what happened about Soraka in the previous game, but I believe Soraka should be able to make a good comeback in this game, so long as KL Hunters doesn't pick up a Kog'Maw again.
I believe most probably a Taric will work well with either Kog'Maw or Vayne right now in the current meta of the picking of the champions. I mean, for Ashe, we got lost in thought right there. For Ashe, she needs, I suppose, either Soraka, Janna, or Alistar, because Ashe has no way to actually escape unless she reaches level 6.
Yes, actually, having Lulu itself with Ashe also is a good thing. She can shield, she can help her escape by increasing her movement speed. But what would be interesting is actually to see Caitlyn being chosen by KL Hunter. So the stun goes off by Taric and the Yordle Snap Trap goes off by Caitlyn. So a double stun there. Giving even more time, for instance, for Twisted Fate or Jax to come in and react to it. But we shall see the picks very shortly
Yes.
as we wait for them. And
And
Kogmo
Kogmo
it is.
I mean, Caitlyn has fall short in terms of being one of the top 80 carries pick.
Of course.
Yeah, in the past, there goes a TF Norton combo we just talked about previously with
Yes,
Joey.
yeah.
Sorry, moving on back to what was I talking about actually? Kogmo, is it?
You were talking about Caitlyn
Oh,
being not
Caitlyn,
one
sorry.
of
Yeah, because
tier
Caitlyn has the
ones.
longest range in terms of comparison to Tristana, because Tristana is level 13 to beat her in terms of range.
Yes, level
About-
between level 11 to level 13.
Mhm.
in
So
that
in,
sort of
but Caitlyn is the longest range AD champion, and also for all champions, cause her attack damage range is 650. I mean, Caitlyn and Graves, in terms of the fight, if Caitlyn does her harassment very well, she actually be able to push back Graves, because Graves needs to go a bit closer for the buck shot to land.
Yes.
With his quick draw combo, but if Caitlyn reacts with the Caliban net, she'll be able to
Yeah.
be in a safe position and no
And then
damage
just
being done.
bounce back, yeah, exactly. Being able to maintain that sort of distance out there itself is really crucial for Caitlyn itself. But we don't see Caitlyn, so we shall not really talk about her. We did see an AP cog before this, now we're going to look like
It was very AD, definitely AD.
It's gonna be an
you know,
A. It's gonna be an A.
People used to play AD Twister Fate, but he has fallen short of the meta in terms of overall his damage as the global ulti being
It has been many, many months since I've seen a proper AD Twisted Fate out there. But this is GPL. We can see surprises out there itself,
Yes.
but I don't think so. This is going to be one of them.
Mhm.
Nautilus actually being picked up by Bangkok Titans itself for the jungler out there. To me, Nautilus is one of these amazing junglers that comes out there. Being able to disrupt anything that goes on in lane itself, being able to pull people, away from lane or into a sort of ulti with his anchor that's being thrown up there. We also did see in the previous games before this where Taipei Assassins actually used Nautilus and basically forced Kassadin out of each of their fights against Manila Eagles, negating the sort of whatever damage that Kassadin could do. And the same thing could be done here, since Kog'Maw is a champion that relies on distance. If Nautilus can land the depth charge to start off on Kong, and basically the depth charge to run through everybody else, since they would need to protect
The
Kong
Kog'Maw,
out there.
definitely.
That could basically devastate the whole team out there itself. But it all depends on what happens within the team fight itself. So we shall see, as we're going to be in like a few more seconds before we get into the games itself.
Actually 3 minutes, you forgot about the spectator delay.
Yeah.
But just moving on from that, like Nautilus is actually, in a sense, it can be a bad jungler because his hooks, his anchor, so to speak, cannot go through the walls.
Yes, that's true.
like Amumu and Blitzcrank, he falls short in certain positions
Yes.
where he can't really use his skill because like if my mates are going to go to the wall and I might move into the wrong position further away.
Yes, that's
instead.
true. But it also can be used as an escape mechanism as well, or a mechanism to actually close the gaps out there, because if the anchor does land on terrain, it gets a significant cooldown
50%.
reduction. Yeah.
50% cooldown reduction. So overall, Nautilus is very hard to play champion in my opinion, but we will just see how they perform
Yeah, that's
right
true.
now. So I mean, so far I was actually more interested to look at Jax, how Jax is going to play against Venomir in the early stages. So we'd like to take a look over at the Jax runes. So we can see that he's going to be more tanky maybe. Oh, actually going offensively in terms of going for the 16 physical damage, flat armor seals and magic resist palaver glyphs. Like, what do you think about that?
I think he's going for a kind of, I wouldn't say safe, I wouldn't say very aggressive, a kind of in between, because he did take the additional armor that's out there as well, and he also has some additional damage to it itself. I think this is completely viable for Jax to actually go for, because if he goes too aggressive and he does allow the top lane to snowball out of control, if he does die, for instance there, then it's definitely not going to be a good thing itself. But he doesn't want to be super tanky and unable to actually pressure the enemy out there itself. So having that 16 and 13 armors, I think is a completely valid sort of setup there itself. Yeah.
Just to let the players know, if you're wondering how lately everyone's been doing the 16 physical damage, there's actually 3 flat damage queens, 9 flat damage marks, and actually if you look at the glyph, there's actually 1 flat AD glyph right there. The glyph actually adds 0.28, but actually brings the total physical damage about 16.6 or 16.7.
Which rounds off.
And the system actually rounds off there.
Yeah.
So certain when the system hits certain numbers, actually rounds it off and increases overall
damage
itself.
So if you are looking for that 1 extra damage, I know it may seem like 1 is a very trivial number, but the thing is, in this sort of game where it is of a high stakes level, that 1 extra damage can make or break certain lanes itself. So yes. So we see that with these actuals, 16 extra damage and the 13 armor there, there are other players that have opted to go for more heavy armor and lesser damage itself. But in this sort of setup where we're going up against a Vladimir, I don't think so. We actually needed higher armor. So this actually makes sense since Vladimir deals a lot of magic damage and less on physical damage itself. What do you think about that?
I'm actually quite uncertain because, I mean, overall, no matter how you put it up, in the sense that Jax, same like Vladimir, they need levels
That's true.
to stack
That
actually to
is true.
stack the damage up overall. Like Vladimir, ultimate will be 9. Jax, in a sense, Jax is faster. You can dish out more damage when your 3, your stun, your leap strike,
The leap strike up there,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
and also the way to escape right there. And so empower doing ability power and attack damage,
Damage as
or
well,
to
yeah.
total as well. So it puts Jax in a very strong position overall. So I mean, I'm not so sure whether, I believe that Vladimir will be using the same runes as previously, the magic penetration marks,
Yep.
the HP per level seals,
HP levels and the HP regen.
HP regen on the wall. So we'll just have to see how this fight turns off, I suppose.
It's also going to come down to the laning phase itself there, like who is more aggressive, do they take advantages of the next person out there, or are they actually going to play the safer route and not be as aggressive as it is, opting to actually go back and buy items immediately as they have the money, or stay in lane and farm it out to the maximum potential they have inside there. So I actually think that would depend on how the lane turns out in the end.
Let's see. But the jungling phase, I mean, it's going to be quite hard to catch Jax with Nautilus. Yeah. And so we're going to see how it happens on the top in the ganking. So right now, we're going to move into the game. So we're going to see right now, most probably, are they going to invade or play very safe in the beginning? So right now,
Based on the spread out, I don't
invading.
think so. It sure doesn't look like on the side of Bangkok Titans who's been. It looks like the same sort of setup that's actually being go up there, where Vladimir is going up top to secure the top lane there, and the 4 of them else spreading to the basically bottom jungle, securing the blue area
to
itself.
Summoner's Rift.
But on the side of KL Hunters, we do see Nocturne and Twisted Fate both going there, securing blue. The
And Jax
interesting,
pushing Vladimir away.
interesting, Jax going into the bush up there. And his team telling him to back off, as we see from the pings.
Yeah, I mean, if he did stand there and actually the whole team was right there, he would actually get caught. And
that would
be
have
the
been first blood,
blood.
and that would be a setback for KL Hunters itself. But thank God no one was there, and Vladimir actually had moved back,
30
not being
seconds
up there
until
itself, so
minions
that's
fall.
pretty good. We also do see that KL Hunters is not even bothering to ward or have somebody stand in their rear.
I mean, I suppose maybe they were seeing the previous game that how Bangkok Titans were playing. They know they're going to be more, in a sense, playing a safer route. See again, Soraka has warded the blue right there, right?
Yeah.
They always want to keep making sure that no one comes in. Comes to infiltrate their area, the jungle area. So they do not need to be so wary or guard the blue too closely.
Minions have
But I mean, in a sense, sorry, wow, I got caught off
Talking
there.
about the ward that actually Soraka plays, there actually is a hidden part, which is the top area of the bush is actually hidden from the ward vision itself, because the ward is placed within the blue area. So actually, if you do notice where Grace is exactly standing right there, that would
that
be
area.
actually shielded away
Yeah.
minorly. But the whole point of the ward there was basically to see if there was an invade coming from any sort of direction. But obviously the direction is not going to come from wolves, because that would be actually weird. So either coming from the riverside or coming from the turret side, definitely could have seen it and prevented it. And that's actually what prevented them from getting first blooded in the previous
In the
game.
previous game.
So,
Yeah, right now, Dormory taking the raid, but not going to go for early gang, just opting to go for the waves and the raid, getting help from Terry as well. And Kotmore and Terry starting out on a good start, but they have more EXP as they took out the golems at the bottom as well.
yeah, definitely the golems there helps out in every sort of situation, because you're not actually wasting any time. By the time you get back in game itself, you're just in time to get your first creep kill itself. So it's definitely a more benefit to actually start off with golems itself there. True, you may take some damage, but I believe it's worth it overall in the end for damage to actually experience ratio out there. We do see Nocturne actually going up Dawn, going in possibly for a gang.
Definitely
Vladimir
going for
is not aware of this.
But it opts to play a bit safe. No.
He should play a bit safe. There's the new creep wave that's coming in, so he'll either have to wait for the creep wave to be slightly cleared off.
No, I
But
believe
no,
he-
he's going in.
And there goes the jump onto Vladimir, there goes the pool right
Teemo
there.
playing. Oh no! Oh, the fear doesn't work it out as well. But nonetheless, that will be able to deny Vladimir perhaps maybe 2 or 3 creep kills itself. And he also put a lot of pressure on Vladimir as to like, you know what, if Norton could come there once, he can definitely come back there again, you know, and I need to get a ward there ASAP. But we also do see Nautilus engaging on Nocturne, with Nocturne being low, the spell shield does go off. Vladimir does come as well, but he does force the flash above there, so that was, I think, a very good reaction on the side of Vladimir itself, and a little bit scary for Domri there.
I mean, Domri was being aggressive. I think he was thinking that Nautilus would be a bit slow in taking the raid. He wanted to go into the bush to try and steal smite, maybe.
And true enough, Nautilus was in fact slow, and Nautilus didn't have his raid up there itself, so whatever happens out there itself, at least Dawn did prevent Nautilus from getting raid. He delayed out the raid out there itself.
And the leveling in a sense.
Yes, as well. So now just reaching level 3 and getting his raid itself is a good thing. We do see that Morgana's actually being pretty pushed in lane.
I think Terry doesn't have his stun because Soraka just walked right into his face, but he did not react with anything at all. Oh, there goes the stun right now. They're going to try and poke down Soraka. Oh,
look how low that's going to actually bring Jaeyoung to. Oh, nice heal that goes off there itself.
Yes, but that would be rare. That's actually a very, how to say, unsafe move. I think they're being too aggressive on the Soraka, but they totally forgot about the total damage done by
Tariq that comes out there and could shatter as well, so yeah.
But Nautilus right there, his hook, that was actually a bad hook in my opinion. Even if he did hit Twisted Fate, the Tariq would have blocked him from
actually
Twisted Fate,
reaching
Twisted
Fate.
Fate.
Yeah,
They'll be just pulled, they'll be stuck at the terrain where Nautilus will both be knocked back and Twisted Fate will be still in a safe position.
Yes, but now we do see Nautilus coming in up for a possible gank out there. Jax is actually very close to Nautilus itself.
She moved into the bush right there, I believe. Right now,
and they're both
Nautilus
chasing out there. Will that happen? I don't think so. But Monkeys is actually very low on mana itself, but no. There is actually a very slow reaction from Vladimir itself. I believe if Vladimir reacted faster, if he did, come there and deal any sort of damage, he possibly could have gone down.
Yeah, and he would have forced the flash of the Jax as well.
Yes, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, but as of the moment now, we don't see anything much actually going on. We do know that it's interesting for Kog'Maw now, who has already used up his heal. It means that Graves can come in there, and deal even more damage. He can play a little bit more ballsy, I would say.
But I mean, they do not have the ignite, so they're not to be so afraid because Graves took the cleanse instead, which is the build that BKT has been running right now. The AD carry takes flash and cleanse overall to be a safe lane in terms of not getting caught by the stuns. Able to move away very quickly if anything happens.
To me, if going back to originally when Graves buckshotted Kog'Maw just before he used his heal out there, if this happened in the next patch where the buckshot actually per bullet damage had been increased to 35%, that could have been death for him. And that is first blood.
At the mid lane, where the good gang by Nautilus and
the bindings by Morgana, definitely with the black pool down there.
Taking down the Q and mid, the first blood going to Bangkok Titans, but overall farming is still in the favor of KL Hunters right now. As you can see in the mid lane, just by a bit, the CS is, well, by right now, the CS is piling up because CSFA has died right there.
Yes.
So Morgana going to be quite far ahead. But most probably she should go back to base soon, I believe, to buy and
She
stack
should
out
be.
items.
Well, even we do see Nocturne coming out to the mid lane, preventing up there. So the CS actually in the mid lane is pretty even, 50 to 51, so not much any sort of difference there. On the top lanes, Jax with 38 and Vladimir with 32. Pretty much same overall, nothing overly fantastic. But what we do see is that there's already a 10 creep difference between Kog'Maw and Graves.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which is why I'm bringing it up in terms of, because you can see, even though the first blood did go to Bangkok Titans, but there's a goal difference in terms of total goal difference is not in the advantage.
We do see Twisted Fate starting off with his ultimate out there, choosing to actually walk down before throwing his yellow card out there, keeping away other people. But Twisted Fate does go down to Graves out there itself. They're going to chase Graves down. Will they be able to land a stun? Yes, the stun does go off. Shatter does go off as well, and Kog'Maw will be able to clean up.
Right now, Morgana's coming for the cleanup. The ultimate, she flash out right there.
Yes.
So they catch everyone.
Actually, she's being able to keep out Dawn there, and Dawn does actually go down itself. Jaeyoung does go down as well.
Will he get the kill?
I don't think so.
Not enough. Yep,
There's not enough damage out there, so it's still pretty low. And Nautilus itself is a bit tanky naturally. So
yes.
Yeah.
But right there was actually a very good move by Soraka, I suppose. Instead of opting to be safe, because she saw Nautilus coming as well, she opted to be more aggressive. Instead of flashing to safety, she actually flashed in to silence the Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I mean, that's what a support should do. They should definitely go in and disrupt to, ensure that the team has a better chance out there. So whether it is, flashing in to die, to sacrifice for the team, or going in to, get the last heal off there that will, grant the bonus armor, things like that. That's definitely what a good support should do. And I think Soraka made the correct play actually by doing so.
One thing I like about Twisted Fate, as in my team, would be his passive. But everyone gets extra 2 gold
per
kill.
creep. Yes,
That's actually the main reason why KL Hunters, even though right now they're in the bad position in terms of the total kills, but their goal is more. Just thanks to Twisted Fate's passive right there. So even though the CS is the same, the goal gain is not the same, just because of that Twisted Fate right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically not more, but if you compare without the kills itself, definitely be more. They're keeping on par with just a 200 difference. Now 200 is actually very neglectable at all.
Yeah. But I mean, if you think about the kills being land down, taken, it's actually should be extra 600, should be actually reach about 1k goal difference.
It should be about a 1k goal difference, especially since Bangkok Titans did get first blood out there itself. So yes.
So right now, because right now everything is very stagnant right now. They know Dragon is viable to be taken. The wards are going down right there, and right now the lanes are back to the farming phase to see who lands the more successful ganks. Now just waiting for Twisted Fate to come out, trying to get her. Right now there goes a kill down onto
Soraka. But that, with Soraka going down means that Graves was perfectly there, to be able to survive. And I think if the trade comes down to either Soraka or Graves, definitely Graves should survive and Soraka should actually go down for it.
But here at the same time, Nautilus is coming for the gang right now, and there goes to Destiny by Twisted
Fate. The fly-in comes in by Nocturne itself. Morgana does launch off her ulti. Spell shield goes up, preventing her from additional damage by Nocturne.
And the fear as well.
And the fear.
But I believe Nocturne did a very fast click in his spell shield, his own shield, where he indicated the ultimate from Morgana because I did not see a line on him, or was it he flew in later? Did you get a clue on that?
I believe he used the spell shield because he had flown in, then only did Morgana actually activate her ulti itself, so yes.
Okay, so now KL Hunter's back in a better position in terms of now the total kills is 4 and the deaths is 5. But right now we're just going to
also taking the goal lead.
Taking the goal lead right now, and we're just going to see how this plays out. Bottom lane, Soraka should be quite safe with Grace as long as she does not be too aggressive. I think maybe she wanted to try and ward the bush, that's why she got caught by
Yes, I do believe she wanted to ward the bush because the bush had not been warded for some time already there itself, and they could not actually see what's happening because the ward at Dragon had expired as well.
So that becomes a very, in a situation where the support must make a stand in terms of do you want to be safe or be safe first and wait to ward later, or be a bit aggressive, take the risk, but you might die.
I mean, for me, I'm a support player. What I would have done was I would have walked to the tri-bush and thrown a ward from the top down.
Yes.
So that would be the safer option, but it takes a little bit more time to actually walk that route as compared to, just putting it in the same lane itself there.
Definitely.
But it's definitely the safer option.
You see Jax jumping in, but it doesn't seem Nautilus is going to be grabbed right there. He's going to proc his ultimate, going to tank a lot of damage from his ultimate, raising his MR and armor. Really jumped in onto randomly for the kill right now. He's not able to jump out.
Down.
Yeah.
He goes down. Nocturne was actually really late to come up there to help out itself. Only upon Jax going down did he actually make an appearance in the lane.
Yeah, but that is actually, in a sense, I believe it was Monkey's mistake. He was trying to be over-aggressive right there. He tried to land the kill alone, but Nautilus was just right there waiting for him.
Exactly.
It became a bad play on his side instead. And right now, Soraka having the Philo Stone but no boots is going to be
That also could be the reason why she's dying so much, because she basically can't run away.
Yes, because Carrick now does have his boots right there, and there goes the stun on
and Twisted Fate comes up again.
The gold card, but the cleanse goes down, and then it's removing the stun right there, the smoke bomb blocking the side.
Will the extra stun come up again?
Yes, the extra stun does come up, but a good silence by Soraka.
Exactly, the silence was amazing done by Soraka, but Soraka will go down definitely out there itself. Will Twisted Fate go down? No, it looks like Graves will go down again. That excellent stun by Tarek itself, and that's a double kill by Cockmore. Amazing play by Jaeyoung there. Perfect reaction timing, and Twisted Fate getting out without actually dying with a sliver of health was another amazing thing.
And here comes Morgana being a bit too late, but overall she's going to stop the lane from being pushed, I believe, or she's going to leave it to Nautilus instead. And
it looks like both of them are leaving it.
Leaving it alone. They don't want the creeps to freeze, I suppose.
It's not only freeze, but I don't think so. They want to clear out the lane itself, where now the Bangkok Titan creeps will actually start pushing into the KL Hunters lane. So let the turret get it over and done with. It's okay if the turret takes a little bit of damage. It's fine.
But I mean, the goal loss is quite a number. It's like 10 creeps. Sorry, 10 creeps there.
It's about 200. It's about 200 plus goal that you could possibly lose.
In the early stages, I mean, it feels. It's a very large amount in my opinion, like how I play. I think I would try to maximize, like if I can't get it, just take it.
Yeah, but the thing is also that if she had not, Morgana here I'm talking about, if she had not gone back to her lane, then her lane would have been pushed because Twisted Fate was already walking back to her lane itself. So that could put another lane in jeopardy, since in the bottom lane nobody was actually seen there, so it could have been fine to just leave it out.
Leave it out instead.
Leave it out.
So right now we see the items difference to Grace and Cormor right there, because Cormor has actually 5 kills with 1 assist and 1 death. He has a BS sword versus Grace and 3
Doran's blades since the starting itself.
Yes.
Being very, very painful out there. 3 Doran's blades starting.
And Grace is not doing a bad job, but overall, because of the kills differences, it's putting him very, very far behind. Like, in terms of the lane differences, I mean, in terms of AD carry and top lane or mid, no matter what, if the jungler gets the kill, it does not have that big of impact in terms of the lane.
Of the laning phase,
in laning phase, because the goal difference in terms of lane is just by a bit difference.
Yes.
But in the lane champion actually gets the kill, it'll make a very big difference
Very big
overall.
difference, yeah. And actually, what we see here is perfectly true itself. With both of them, clearly we can see the disparity out there. One person having an additional BF, which is 1,650 more gold to actually buy one of those. Then again, Graves could be saving, and I don't know, maybe like a little bit more saving just to buy it straight away there. What's interesting is that we can actually see Morgana and Twisted Fate having the perfectly same items. Both have needlessly large, both have 2 Dorans, and both have sorcerer shoes.
Yes.
So yeah.
The farming in terms of Twisted Fate and Morgana is about the same, but Morgana has landed an extra kill right there, but Twisted Fate with the 4 assists, putting them back to a tie. But of course, with the passive from Twisted Fate, that is a very large difference right there. So the goal they're holding in hand is definitely going to be quite large, going to be very different. So right now, are they going to try to push middle or try to catch someone to go for the dragon? No, they're just going to opt to be safe. I think Twisted Fate is going to go back to heal. I think Morgana and Nautilus saw it, so they're going to go for the bottom gang into dragon, but I'm not so sure about that, because Twisted Fate does have his destiny out, so he'll be able to. Right now, in a way, it's a good thing he went back to base, so he can move out. He moves out, no one knows where he is exactly when he teleports out.
That is true. Dawn, who was starting on Raid, decided to go plant a ward on Dragon itself, because I believe they are very fearful that if Bangkok Titans start doing it, and they actually have started doing the Dragon itself there. The response coming in from the bottom side, trying to flank over. The Destiny does go off, pushing away Bangkok Titans. They will take down Bangkok Titans' ward as well.
Oh, one thing about Destiny, it allows you to see wards as well.
Yes, it does.
Just makes it very, very strong overall. You fly into the correct areas. If you don't land a kill, you just get to do the deboarding, especially if it's a ping ward like just now, the Dragon. It makes a very big difference.
To be honest, I don't think so. Destiny should be able to see wards.
I mean, I think it's because it grants you ability to see the whole champion, whatever he's doing.
I believe the ability actually, it says that you can see the champion, but I think what actually happens in game, or the mechanics in the actual game that it's playing, is that it allows you to see all invisible items. So that's why you can actually see the wards out there.
Maybe it's something that hasn't not fixed yet, but what I was thinking was maybe it was, there goes the death charge by Nautilus, and
nice!
There goes the grab right there, and there goes the forcing the flash and ultimate by Jax to save himself. So Jax going to be taken down, lots and lots of health, going to have to fall back, might lose his top tower, but Nocturne is behind there in the bush, waiting for a chance.
And Nautilus is coming behind? Oh no, but deciding to go around.
He sees the Nocturne, so decides to fall back instead. Do not want to get the Gang of Fear proc down onto the tower if it does charge in.
Yes, of course, that's going to be devastating out there. If you do Fear and walk directly into a tower with Nocturne and Jax, continuously wailing on you, no matter how tanky you are, you're still going to take a lot of beatings from doing that itself.
And then he goes again the dragon right now. They know that Twisted Fate does not have his ultimate anymore, and the ping mod dewarding everything, and Nocturne very far away.
Exactly. I think the cue was that Nocturne was on top, and then he could not come in there to steal smite it, so that's actually a great thing.
So let's see whether Kog'Maw is going to be able to steal this, or the smite is going to miss from. Not the smite does take it, but Kog'Maw is doing tons of damage to Morgana. See,
that's exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Twisted Fate coming in.
There goes the stun card on the Morgana, but right now
no
it's a
spell
position.
shield coming
But Nocturne doing a good job, even though he could not go in there, he uses his ultimate to block the sight to everyone.
Flash, but he will go down. Poor Nautilus.
He's okay, there goes.
Not being able to get away.
Yes. The Kog'Maw's passive is just, in a sense, overpowered by a lot of people. Like, if you trade hit, you're going to die. If you don't have flash, I'm just going to catch up onto you and we're going to die together.
It was a 2-for-2 exchange, but I think Bangkok Titans actually came out of it simply because Bangkok Titans brought down the AD carry and AP carry, which was Twisted Fate and Kog'Maw by KL Hunters, and they only lost Nautilus, which was their jungle, which is actually in my opinion, lesser of importance compared to Graves itself.
I would say actually, but you did mention, you left out something, like Corkmore's death is the most important because he was on the spree right there.
Yes.
Yes, so definitely getting the kill on the Corkmore, increasing their goal advantage. I mean, the goal differences, decreasing it by a lot, just because Corkmore is in a way fat. When you kill him, you get even
Yeah, I
more
mean, you
money.
get the extra goal out from that itself, and now they're taking the bottom tower itself, pushing their lead up ahead. We see that the lead now is about 1.5k.
And I thought they were going to move to the Dragon, but the Nautilus is going to take the red buff first. We're going to try to gang top again before it moves on. One thing about Nautilus, you can actually refresh his attack animation.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, which is something that I believe all Nautilus junglers should be aware of, but it happens right now. Just like I did not see him do it at the rate, so I was like wondering, does he know about it? But apparently he does. Maybe
Actually,
it's just
does,
not, he got lazy because he knows he's going to die anyway with his smite on. So just
There wasn't any hurry for it, so I don't think so he actually needed to refresh the attack animations out there itself.
And right now you see the pings going down, they know that they're going to opt for Dragon soon, and the blue buff is up as well for both Bangkok Titans side, going to put them in a higher advantage right now. The 4 champions at bottom, and Vladimir pushing Jax very hard on top with a lot of help from Nautilus, as well as the score differences of 0-2 onto Jax dying twice, and Vladimir having 1 kill and 1 assist. Almost done with his Veil of the Ancients, and he's most probably going to get the top tower, or is really broken. Yep,
We do see an Executioner's Blade by Jax.
Oh, this is actually one of the great items to counter Vladimir. In terms of it's like an extra ignite when you don't have ignite anymore.
Yeah, because of the bleed effect.
So it's the bleed effect, as well as also against him lifesteal at the same time critical strike, which works well overall with Jax overall fighting ability as a duelist.
But should he have gotten Executioner's Calling, or is it Executioner's Blade? I can't remember.
I think it's calling.
Yeah, should he have gotten it before the hack?
What's that?
No, with
what you were
that.
thinking? Hex Drinker.
Hex Drinker, yes. I keep saying Hextech Revolver. I don't know why that was stuck in my head for a moment there. But yeah, should he have gotten it?
But I think it was a better choice in terms of increasing his sustain, because right now if you just get a Vampiric Scepter, it's just 10% lifesteal. If I'm not wrong, 10%, right? It's being
If I'm not
nerfed.
mistaken, yes.
Yeah, but Execution's Calling actually gives you 15% lifesteal overall. So it's actually a very big difference right there in terms of the damage being dealt out and also the damage they will heal back. So we'll see whether this is the wise choice in a sense, because this is one of the items that I've seen a lot of people getting when they fight against Vladimir at top. But except for Stanley, just because he storms everyone at top,
Yes,
he got
that is
Bloodthirster
true,
and
yeah.
Brutalizer and just stormed the Vladimir, charging into the tower for the kill.
What I think is actually quite damaging to KL Hunters at the moment is that Jax is allowing Vladimir to free farm on top. Not only is Vladimir already in the lead, but being able for him to just free farm the top in addition and extend that lead of CS is going to be a bit damaging.
Well, actually Vladimir was actually super rich, not complete his Veil of the Ancients, but actually going for Rabadon,
yeah.
holding on to the Revolver.
I think he just realized that, Vladimir just realized that, I have all this cash. I am not really being harassed in it. I did bring down their tower first. If anything, I can just stay at my tower and continue to farm. As well as it's already transitioning to a part of the game where it is now more team fight based. So, you know what? I can be extremely powerful and stack up AP there. So let me go for the Rabadon now. And if things goes bad, you know what? Finishing up my Will of the Ancients isn't expensive at all. So yeah.
But overall, this is a very good job done by Bangkok Titans, because they did not feel down from the previous match, and actually they're really performing.
They're
better
performing
and
well.
stronger, performing
They're
very
performing
well.
very well,
overall.
yes. Definitely. I mean, as much as they have not been doing great amongst the 6 teams, I still think that they are professional in this sort of sense where one game doesn't bring them down. They just come up and keep on fighting out there, and I think that is definitely something that's very commendable in fact.
Right now we see Jess getting caught by Nautilus, and right now
Morgana
Morgana flashing in for the
in
ultimate. Only going to catch Tarek, I believe, but Tarek flashes out in time when the stun goes down. So she actually
Nobody gets
uses
caught.
Nobody gets caught. There goes Morgana being poked down, chipped down, and there goes
The Hemo
Nautilus
play
as
was
well.
very, very late by Vladimir itself.
And the
yeah.
Destiny going down, I believe. No.
Or look at Graves coming there to clean up itself, but Graves will definitely be taken down.
One thing
Dashing
good about
away-
Corkmore is the ability to actually poke from afar, I would say. The second skill and the Bio-Key and Barrage, as well as the ultimate together, is a mixture of ability that gives Corkmore's edge above other AD carries.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're definitely the distance out there to, even if I'm low life, which is what we saw in the previous game, even if Corkmore is at low life, he can still dish out a lot of damage out there itself. and Cockmore going to the bottom lane, getting all the additional CS out there with Nocturne, and they would most likely will be taking down the bottom tower for the additional goal out there.
And Jax is going up for the top as well.
Yes, I thought in the engage that just happened over there, I thought Bangkok Titans did not do a really good job, simply for the fact that Morgana flashed in, but there wasn't any follow-up by everybody else.
Yes, and she did not catch everyone, and she was in front of the tower. She did use the Zonias, but it did not catch anything.
Nobody actually got the stun of it itself. And also, Hemoplague did not actually go off by Vladimir itself. Like, it went off at a very, very late stage, where pretty much the damage had already been dealt, and the amplification could have been done there. But nice timing on Bangkok Titans. Looks like KL Hunters will not respond in time, and there you have it.
I mean, I think they decided to trade the Dragon over for towers right now for the pushing. See, right now, even though they got the Dragon, but Jax is free farming at the top. We broke the tower, and bottom tower is the same thing. And right now, it's going to move back to a phase where actually Bangkok Titans, in my opinion, is in a bad situation overall right now. As in terms of aggressive play, I mean, KL Hunters is stronger just because of Twister Fate as well as Nocturne.
Yes.
So you just need a one random ward to catch a
But we haven't
champion
seen
right
that combination actually being abused yet.
Yes, right now. And there goes Jax being there
And
goes the
Twister
abuse
Fate's
right there.
coming in out.
The yellow card and the start
And
from
everybody
Counter-Strike.
could have come in and rain
And there
down.
goes the leaf strike, nice flash,
But
the
the
leaf strike
ignite,
follows up.
the ignite brings him down.
And there goes the
right
yellow
there.
card, the stun again from
What
Tarek.
a
There goes all the
stun
damage.
lock.
But Common most probably
Common
going to get
and
the hit. Oh, there goes the spell shield, but it's not going to be useful. Not
One
enough.
more.
And there goes one more
There
ultimate
goes.
by
Amazing.
Common. And there goes again.
Oh yes, Cockmore actually does get stunned, but
It's only one.
it's so out of position.
It's so out of position. Yeah, she did slow everyone, all 5 champions, but she only caught one champion.
Oh, and Grace will
and
bring
there
down
goes
Jax.
Jax jumping in. Oh,
and
never mind, unable to get the
save
kill.
Soraka out there, preventing Jax from getting a kill just before dying, which I think is a good thing.
But see,
for
Soraka
sure.
is if Common stays there, he actually might be able to land the kill on Soraka. Or by Soraka's heal is back out, I'm going to move back from there. I think that was a bit aggressive by Soraka. In my opinion, I would have moved back just in case Common was hiding behind the terrain, and there
Yeah,
goes the
of course.
ultimate, and it will be a GG.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's better to play safe than sorry. I mean, in that sort of exchange, many people might question, like, why did Grace go into border save Soraka when he could have perhaps gone in for a kill of Cockmore or somebody that was fleeing? I think it's very important for the fact that Soraka isn't doing extremely well in this game. She only has 5 assists and 4 deaths in general. But she has the oracles with her, and now if you lose that oracles, that's an additional 400 gold that she needs to spend out there.
You're going to pull her even further back.
Exactly, it's going to put her even further back itself. So, saving Soraka means saving the Oracle, means, getting more gold that, Soraka can use on wards, or, she can start building up into the Hershurelias or things of that sort. It's actually more important out there itself than possibly going for a kill and not coming back with anything itself.
Yeah, because if Grace dived in for the kill, he might have gotten maybe 2 kills, but he would have died as well. And Soraka would have died, and then it would put the whole team in a bad position overall. Because they already had lost 3 champions overall, Nautilus, Vladimir,
They could have given
Morgana.
they could have given the opponents an ace,
Yeah.
which is like, chance for, what, let's try Baron, because we can. Tarek was up, Cockmore was up still at that time, and if Jax had survived, Jax would be up, so they would have been really low, but they could have tried it, definitely. We also do see Destiny going off again once.
Just going to scout whether they're going for the Baron, I believe. Because right now, no one's in position to go for the gang, so instead, TF uses his Destiny to fly up the top lane to farm and push the lane. Right now, they see the Destiny is going off. They're actually going to charge up to Twister Fate, I believe, the Nautilus and Soraka together. Oh, no, they're actually going to
It's actually amazing to see the CS lead for Twisted Fate 270 to 190.
And right now, Twister Fate is going to get caught right here. The death
Depth
chance
charge
goes
goes
down.
off. The silence goes off again. Graves going in.
He misses the angle.
that. Will the buckshot go off? Yes, buckshot does go off itself. Morgana throws her binding, but yeah, it still goes down before the binding even lands.
Yeah, I mean...
Will this be a signal to go for Baron in itself? If they can catch another person, wards are going off, bindings almost catches Tarek out there. If it did catch Tarek out there.
But one
it
thing
could have
bad
been a
about Bangkok Titans, they seem to stick too close as a team sometimes.
Yes.
When it comes to an AoE stun or AoE damage that happens, they get caught together, and that is just tons of damage being dealt to them even before the fire started. Like, so I hope they will not make this same mistake right now. Because see, they stand there right there. Common chooses the ulti, you just hit everyone, and you just get to see
Exactly, and you
everyone
see,
moving.
you have the vision of everyone, which is with the dangerous part, definitely. And they actually do see, with the vision ward in there itself. Oh, they do catch Tarek out of
And
place.
the Nautilus catches Jax, but they're gonna not be able to do anything to both of them right
I
there.
think they should have just continued on Tarek itself, because knowing that Jax can actually dodge all the spells and then jump away, they should have actually just focused on Tarek instead of
I
Jax.
think they're trying to go for the Baron, so they're actually going to try to do a very aggressive play. See, they're staying at the blue for a bit too long, in my opinion, on opponent's location. And you see there's a ward right there. Then Jax actually trying to go in, initiate the fight. And there goes the
Nocturne
Nocturne's
actually
ultimate,
flies in.
Destiny flying in. And see Morgana, everyone's not sure what to do. Right there, the combo goes out. Next thing now, Morgana flashes ulti right now just because she could see everyone after the darkness had finished. But
I simply think it's a case of a lack of communication of who to actually aim. Because everybody's aiming their own things, but will Jae actually go down? We can't actually see that happening.
They've seen, and they went to chase as they went to catch Jae Young, Golden came from the back and took out Soraka, the lone supporter. And right now, I don't think they're going to opt for Baron because they're already too
Everybody's
low.
way too low, no, they can't
Yeah.
do it for sure. One try-cut by Twisted Fate.
Everyone might die.
Yeah. Or even a stun at Baron itself, and then Baron just wails on the person, and that's
I mean,
it as
actually,
well.
Morgana could have opened the ultimate earlier when Nocturne was flying in, but she opted not to because she couldn't see clearly who she was catching.
I think
Because
it's also because the spell shield on Nocturne was actually up, so she didn't want to waste that chance to actually, only affect one person, which was Jax at the moment, which his leap strike was actually coming off cooldown already itself. So
But so far, Morgana has not been performing in team fights. She has not been able to actually catch the whole team with the
Yes.
ultimate right there. She uses the flash, uses the Zonya, uses the ultimate, but like maybe one random champion gets caught.
yeah,
Is she
before this
ruling
it was
team fights?
Cockmore that one got caught, and this time it was two. It was Cockmore and actually Nautilus that actually got caught in the end. But even if they do get stunned, but you have not being damaged, it's no point.
Yes, like the darkness from the ultimate from Nocturne is actually very devastating in terms of these team compositions where you need to actually see to use the skills. Like for Morgana, if you just blindly shoot out her binding, it might just miss.
Yeah.
So you'll always be very wary. Like as Nocturne's skill ultimate says paranoia. Just makes you paranoid, you're not sure what to do. And there goes
They actually were trying to
Dragon
bait.
Flash.
They were trying to bait Baron, but they did not see that there was in fact a ward standing right behind Soraka.
There goes the Destiny, and there goes the Smite Steal by Domi right there, putting them a very high advantage. The Death Charge goes onto
Death Charge
the
goes
Nori,
off.
but the shield
Spell
blocks
shield,
him,
that was
and now they're
amazing
all
out
going to
there.
charge in there. See, the Zoya...
Morgana does stun her ulti, but only one person actually gets stunned, which is the same Cockmore itself. But with that itself, KL Hunters will be able to ace, and that will be it itself there. One is they're going to go indefinitely for the push.
Yes, I mean, in that situation just now, it was actually Vladmir's fault. Because Morgana opted to rush in instead after, even though because Nocturne jumped in and Jax jumps in, but Vladimir's opting to run away further. But if he had stayed closer, he cast ultimate earlier, Tides of Blood earlier, they might have been able to gotten the kills right there.
Yes,
because
that is
everyone
true.
was very clumped up, very
I
close
mean,
to each other.
KL Hunters did go down quite a bit in terms of life. They actually did go down quite a bit there itself. But I think if the team actually stuck together more and actually had this thing of, you know what, we should not run, we should all fight. Everybody fights and says that they could have actually done a better job.
Yeah, it might have been, they might have gotten ace, but they might have killed 3 of KL Hunters champions. And
preventing the the inhibitor push or something of that sort.
And right now the dragon is not going to, I'm not sure when, they get a dragon timer. I thought the dragon was up as well. But right now we're going to see 3 towers and 1 inhibitor being taken down at the same time. Twisted Fate opting going for the top, middle by everyone else, and Jax at the bottom, putting the goal lead further on to a 11k goal lead.
11k out there. And look, the blue is free to be taken as well. We just see Twisted Fate and Tarek both being top. Tarek is actually porting back at the moment. Twisted Fate is going for his own blue. That means Jax is going to take his blue, denying Bangkok Titans from coming back into the game itself.
But the blue, in my opinion, is actually quite important for Jax as well. Because even though he is a bruiser, he relies a lot on his mana.
Yes.
His Leap Strike, fast cooldown, Empower, very quick cooldown, and his Counter Strike, very long cooldown. So with the blue buff, it becomes
helps
it
to cool down.
helps to cool down by a lot.
Definitely,
and make him
for sure.
much stronger in dishing out single target damage overall. And right now, we can see that Morgana has been reacting very fast into using her Zonyas all the time. But in terms of the positioning, the team fights are catching everyone in it, he has not been turning out too well for them.
Well, just look at the items. I mean, we earlier talked about them having the similar items. Now, if you look at Twisted Fate, he has a Void Staff, he has a Quicksilver Sash, he has Rabadon's Death Cap, he has Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Lich Bane. But on Morgana's side, she only has Zonya's Hourglass, she has the Glacial Shield. Most likely, she's going to get an Abyssal Scepter. And that's about it. So, we can see that Morgana's actually falling back.
There's 100 CS difference actually for Twisted Fate and Morgana, which is
It's
why
a lot.
There's a lot.
It's
Twisted
a
Fate is one of
lot.
those champions where if he just gets one AP item like Rabadon, he's able to free farm everything just by throwing his
he
cards.
just throws his cards and he swipes away all the range,
All the range
minions,
minions.
and then all the melee minions is just an additional hit.
Yeah, or a
for
red
them.
card instantly
Oh yeah,
clearing
and red card,
everything.
yeah, perfectly
Yeah.
out there as well. We do see Soraka falling behind.
Yes, we see it.
With not even Australia's out yet.
I believe it's actually her fault in the sense that she actually opts for Ionian boots instead. I mean, for support, I will not upgrade the shoes even though if I'm really in a bad losing condition, because the money to upgrade other items will be more for your team, like Chirella for movement speed, will be better. For you as a support player, what do you think about that?
It actually depends. In this sort of circumstances, because getting Boots of Ionia is definitely something good for her because Soraka's cooldowns on her heals are very long. So keeping that alive, if she does stick to Graves or she does stick with the team, which basically what Bangkok Titans is doing, is definitely going to help her, heal the team more itself there. But in this sort of situation where she is falling way behind, she doesn't even have a Kindle Gem yet. She did pick up a red Puff, which is the health Puff. I don't think so that was called for. I don't think so that was really necessary to pick up there. I would have gone for the Kindle Gem, giving her the additional cooldown itself, and one step closer to actually getting Shurelias out there, which is actually most needed. Because as the engagements has been going on, is that Morgana flashes in and the rest are actually trailing behind.
Yeah.
So the Shurelia will actually help them, close that gap out there. But this look like this is going to be the end. All three inhibitors are in fact down itself. They're dancing around their main Nexus turrets itself.
Yes, 3 lanes. Just now, K-Hunters actually did a good job. They maximize the Baron buff. Like Baron buff finished after they broke the 2 other inhibitors. I went on to move to the tower with no buff. but
It's going to be the
it's gonna be
second
too
one. It's
hard
going to
right
go
now.
down so fast. Just look at all that damage.
Jax jumping into Soraka, instantly bursting her down. and go to
Twisted
the
Fate
center of
actually
pitch.
potting to the front. You're just slightly behind. Hemoplague does go off on Twisted Fate, pushing him slightly further away. But are they going to be focusing? They should be actually. Okay, the minions do take the last turret down there. Will they actually focus down the Nexus turret or will they actually focus down?
They're actually focusing on the champions instead of the turrets right there. And there goes the cards by Twisted Fate.
And
doing
Domori
tons of
goes
damage.
down
Domori
itself. Terry goes in for the stun.
The shatter and the
Amazing.
stun, amazing right there. Amazing plays. There goes missing the bite, but
And
there
that
goes the
goes
GG
in.
right there.
GG
Nexus
right
breaks.
there.
Yeah.
It was a well played on both sides. Definitely Bangkok Titans did a good job in the game so far. In the second game and the first game itself, you've done a really good job out there. KL Hunters with a very nice comeback inside there. It was pretty stagnant in the bottom with Bangkok Titans getting the first blood out there and having the first few kills, having the slight goal lead out there itself. But KL Hunters came back with a very strong victory itself out there, showing that their teamwork, I believe, was actually more superior than Bangkok Titans itself.
So right now I'm going to give a better overview by looking down to the score screen. So overall, as you can see, the goal differences are actually quite large for every single lane in a sense, except for, of course, for Nocturne. Nocturne was doing his job in terms of doing a lot of assists, supporting the team, but he wasn't really getting the kills or focusing on that much of the farm.
Yes.
You can see that Cormor, Twisted Fate are all at a 16k goal lead, right there, both being very fair, and the highest for Bangkok Titans would be Grace with at 11k. So in terms of the goal differences was actually very large. Actually made
It
a
is.
very difference.
I mean,
large
even
difference.
if we negate the goal that the heroes could have definitely gotten from Twisted Fate's ulti itself, it's still a lot of extra gold that they had actually farmed up there. And clearly we can see, look at Twisted Fate's 263 CS out there itself compared to 212 out there. So yes.
So it definitely put them very far back behind. I mean, Bangkok Titans did have very solid plays, but positioning again, as well as the timing for a lot of things, they weren't in sync. So they were all really playing as a team, but in terms of the lane ganking, where Nautilus actually came out to gank, they were all very successful. But overall in the team fights, it was just too messy, and that became the demise, even though they did have pick up in the lead. But in all those team fights, they keep falling short, and it just eventually piled up and become the defeat. It actually seems a bit like how KL Hunters was before this.
Yeah, I mean, this is week 4, and from week 1 to week 4, I definitely see lots of improvement on Bangkok Titans. So, I mean, this is a long tournament itself. So, I'm definitely looking forward to see what they have to offer out there itself. Definitely, it's going to be something interesting. So, yeah.
And right now, we're going to have a short interview with KLH Jae Young later, so do stay tuned as we move on to this commercial break after this.
the biggest League of Legends event yet.
The best players from around the globe are competing for the biggest prize pool in the history of esports.
Announcing the Season 2 World Championship. Riot and the entire League of Legends community have been watching Season 2 unfold, and the competition has been fierce. Early leaders like SK Gaming, CLG, TSM, and Dignitas quickly emerged, but upstarts such as MIG, World Elite, and Moscow 5 have exploded onto the scene.
Wanted to make a statement to players around the world when we committed to a multi-million-dollar prize pool. League of Legends will be an esports leader for years to come. So far, we've awarded over $1 million in prize money to teams around the globe. And one of those teams is going to walk away with the grand prize. We can't wait to see how many summoners watch the rest of this season's events. Just halfway through the season, more people are watching League of Legends than tune in to watch Major League Baseball games on ESPN.
Regional finals will come to you live from around the world. We kick off in mainland China at ChinaJoy in July, followed by Europe at Gamescom in August, North America at PAX Prime in September, Southeast Asia, Singapore and Taiwan, and wrapping up in Korea at the OnGameNet Esports Stadium. After the regional winners have been declared, the top 12 teams will then put it all on the line during the Season 2 World Championship in Los Angeles, California. We want to show our players and the world that Riot Games is committed to elevating esports. And that's why we are raising the bar to where it belongs. This is not going to be your typical esport event. And it's all in support of the insane competition between the two best teams on the planet.
The Season 2 World Championship. Tickets go on sale this summer.
So welcome back to this special interview, and together with me is our mysterious player from the KL Hunters, Jae Yong. So finally, everyone will be able to see the light and be able to see your handsome face. So a lot of people around have been wondering who you are, who is this mysterious player for KL Hunters. You're performing very well as an AD carry role. So mind giving us a short introduction of yourself?
Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm 20 this year. My IGN is Jae Yong, and my mom is a Taiwanese, and my dad is a Malaysian, so I'm kind of mixed.
Mixed. So you think this mixed blood in terms of being in Malaysia, Malaysia, Asian countries has been taking out RTS gaming, real-time strategy, StarCraft, even Dota, like being the best players among all, even for League of Legends right now. So like do you think your blood being mixed together, like having part of maybe Thai assassins in you for Taiwan? What do you think? Like,
Yeah,
you feel enthusiastic?
It definitely boosts my morale up.
Boosts your morale up. So based on the games you have played so far of KL Hunters, I know that this should be your second week officially in the team, I believe. So what do you think of how the team's performance overall, and they have improved a lot, so what do you think? In terms of gameplay, we did improve a lot, and the communication in the team has also improved a lot, much better now. However, there's still a room for us to improve. Yeah. So what do you think about this win you had against the Bangkok Titans? The entire team is very happy about it. Like, no matter every game, when we win or we lose, we'll always be happy. And there's always something to learn from it. So from this game, what do you think you have learned fighting against the Bangkok Titans? Like, I mean, Nautilus has been doing very good ganks on you guys, which basically caught most of you off guard most of the time. So what do you think, like, how would you try to counter against that? We can improve our map awareness and the teamwork synergy. That's pretty much we should improve. Those should improve on. Okay, so that's great. So do you have any other ending words for your fans out there? Thanks to all the fans that have been supporting KL Hunters all this while, and we hope that you could continue supporting us. And also thanks to Garena for giving us this chance, for hosting GPL, Garena Premier League, and giving us this chance to develop the esports. Okay, so moving on a bit from this, we actually have if you all have read announcements on forums and as well as our Facebook fan page, we have known that there's going to be a free 300 Garena Shells card to be given out if you can answer the question onto our Facebook forum, Facebook Garena League of Legends that we post up later. So the winners will be announced on Facebook the following Monday, which is 2 days from now, and shells will be credited on the following Monday after the weekend. The contest is only open to summoners on the Singapore and Malaysia server because that is our region of control for Garena, Malaysia and Singapore together. So as we have this special guest together with us is Jae Yong, so of course this question will go to him in terms of what were the AD carries played for both teams for both games. So of course you have 4 answers in total. For the first game there'll be 2, maybe Caitlin, Jana AD. For the second game will be Vane together with Ash all together. So please state out please, we'll give you more directions on how to answer it. So we will ask you to state out your summoner name at the same time as the first game which were played, second game which were played. So do continue to stay tuned for the Garena Premier League as well as the games tomorrow. So the game tomorrow will also be very exciting. A lot to see. Singapore Sentinels and Taipei Assassins will be playing again. There's actually a lot to learn from there. What do you think? Yeah.
Definitely good games.
So thank you all for watching the Garena Premier League for today. So I am your commentator, Teddy Tibus, and with Jae Yong together, we wish you good night and thank you for watching.